Hey, hi, hello, and good afternoon. My name is Amanda, and welcome to the Done Creative Live. I hope you're all doing very well tonight or today, whatever time it is, wherever you are. Looks like we've already got 7 people and 7 likes on the video. Hello, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. Let's see who all we have here. I see Brianna, I see Ethan, I see Nellie, Susie's here, Lori's here, Amber's here, Ethan. I think I already said Ethan, but hello again, Ethan. Amber, Susie, Lori, Jesse, hello. I hope you're all doing fantastic. Michelle Lynn is here as well, everybody. Michelle Lynn in the house. All right, so I hope you're all doing well, which I keep saying because if you've noticed, it's like that energy in the Modern Witch Tarot with the Ten of Swords. It's like, I'm fine. Everything's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Like, this whole, like, last couple weeks has been a whole thing, but, like, it's fine, right? But yes, that's why I keep saying I hope you're doing well, because I really do. I really do hope you're doing well. And yeah, a lot of, Scorpio season, lots of tower moments, lots of disagreements, lots of just not meeting eye to eye with people, and really realizing that maybe certain people in your life just aren't vibing on the same level, which, is hard, and you can't force people to vibe on your level. But what you can do is make sure you don't drop to their level. And it's really hard not to do that, especially when you're like, why can't you just see it? How come you just can't see this? That's just a theme in the collective right now. Like, everybody's struggling with someone or something. There's just a lot of untangling your energy from things that are no longer serving your highest good. And it's not to say that maybe in the past they didn't, but like, you're leveling up. I know you are. And you and you and you and you, you're all leveling up. So certain things that maybe you allowed other people to get away with, or certain jobs that you've been in, just they were fine before, just are like nails on a chalkboard. And again, it's because you're leveling up, and certain things are really, squeaky wheel energy to get your attention. And it doesn't mean that you have to throw everyone and everything away, but just finding new ways to communicate, or new ways to, you know, come into contact with people. And if you realize, wow, just not a fit anymore, it's okay to walk away. That's what life's all about, is deciding that maybe certain things have to end, or certain things have to then begin. But usually, with the new beginnings come a certain amount of endings before you can make room in your life for something new. So that's the kind of energy that has been like the collective lately, is just facing our own shadow, and just it's being blatantly obvious, like with certain people, situations, jobs, just finances, even. Like, a lot of people are really struggling financially, or taking a hard look at their finances. That's been a theme for so many as well. And man, just so much going on, because we are leveling up. And I keep saying it because we are leveling up. And I hope you're doing well, because I keep saying it. I really do. We are almost to at least one finish line. We have, like, spirits kind of showed me like 2 more finish lines before the end of the year, as far as major upheavals, major obstacles, major facing of old wounds, traumas, and craziness. We've got one. Today is the 1111 Gateway, which I forgot to title, or tomorrow. So I did not forget to title. Today is actually my brother's birthday. I should have remembered. But tomorrow is the 1111 Gateway. I'm already picking up this 1111 Gateway. I've been thinking it's the 11th all day. And that's another weird thing. Time anomalies, or like Czar, aka Lunar Refresh here, she had mentioned that she thought it felt like February to her husband, and he goes, "Wow, like an hour ago, I was thinking the same thing." And then she told me that, and I'm like, "That's so interesting," because a few days ago, I'm like, "Wow, it feels like February out here when I was outside," and time is going by so fast. It's like I sat down to edit a video, and 4 hours went by, and I barely got anything done on it, and I was working diligently through it. I'm like, there's just no way. There's no way. You cannot convince me that there hasn't been a timeline shift or some weird glitch in the matrix because, oh my gosh. And then my husband got home and I was doing the dishes today and he just sat on the couch and um I had the timer going for the dinner that we had in the oven. I set it at 30 minutes and I'm just doing my thing in the kitchen and I look over and totally terrified. He's sitting on the couch and I was like, "What are you doing here? I didn't even know you were home." And he's like, "Yeah, I've been here for like a half hour or 20 no, he said 20 minutes." I look at the clock cuz I had set it, for a 30-minute, countdown for the dinner and it was at like 14 minutes. So it couldn't have been more than 16 minutes, right? Maybe it was he said a half hour. I don't remember. I was so like shook by it. I'm like, there's no way. And he goes, yeah, because I set the dinner in there, and then I had a kitchen towel that I was using. Like a couple minutes into after I set the timer, I took it through the living room into the bathroom because that's where our laundry room is, and dumped it in the little towel laundry room hamper thingy, and then walked back through. And no, he was not on the couch, but like there he was when I turned around after doing the dishes. Anyone else? Anyone else? Oh, tomorrow there's no school. I forgot why, but I know it was 11:11 related. Ooh. Yeah, my kids will be home like at 11:05 tomorrow, really, really early out because they have parent teacher conferences, which we actually have their conferences tonight, but they have it over like Wednesday night, Thursday, and then Friday afternoon, I think. So that's where my kids will be. They'll be home the next few days. But let's see what you guys are saying. Um, let's see. Oh, you had a good day, Susie. I'm so glad. That's amazing. I hope that healing thing went well last night, that we could clear that for you. That was so intense and good. Like, oh, like a 3-minute healing. I couldn't believe what was discovered. That was amazing. Thank you for allowing me to help you. That was so cool. Oh, Amber says, the last reading was so bang on for me. Plus, what you are saying is happening with me. The energy is crazy. It so is. Yes, Ethan's been leveling up lately. Yes, yes. Time to make a change and shake things up, says Ricky. Yes, Ricky, welcome, welcome. And reading the Four Agreements has been helping a lot. Yes, that should be required reading as a human being on this planet. Just saying, just saying. Four Agreements is where it's at. Love that book. Let's see. So you're glad you're not alone. I have my tribe here to help me though. Yes. Yes. Jessie says, me too. Oh my God. I thought she said something earlier about mic drop. Yep. Yep. Thank you. Yeah, my brother turned 36. He's my baby brother. So yeah, makes me feel old. All right. Pika Lee is here. She says, same. I even wrote that date by mistake on one of the tickets I was creating here at work. Yeah, I don't know. I've just been 11:11 on the brain all day. I even saw 11:11 when Jessie texted me, and it was 1:11 her time. It was 11:11 for me. Let's see what else is going on with you guys. Hello, Peggy. Welcome. This could not resonate more. We will make it through, guys. Yeah, we really will. It is magic. This is a gift. It feels gross while we're going through it. But really, this is such a gift because if we were to allow ourselves to continue in these old toxic cycles and loops and circumstances and relationships, like we would just never, find that happiness because we're settling for so much less than what we deserve. But by stepping up and asking others in our lives to step up, whether they choose to or not, that's all we can do. That's all we can do. Haven't been losing time, but I've been exhausted since Monday. Yeah, exhaustion's been a thing. I haven't really been experiencing that too much myself, but yeah, it's a thing normally for me. But this week I've been pretty good about that. Um, yes, magic. Yep, Pop is here. Absolutely. Such vivid dreams. Yeah, I've been having vivid dreams and like the level of detail. Like I normally like to just in the notes app on my phone, I like to type out like my dream and then like the symbolism I saw and then like sometimes Google what the symbolism is and copy paste it over there. Like my dreams have lately been so in depth and intricate that like I haven't even been writing them down because it would take me pages. I'm like, I should do this because this is like valuable information. I need to do this. I need to get on it. But yeah, it's crazy. Oh, I'm glad your weekend was good. Oh, you've been getting some downloads that are amazing. That's awesome, Peggy. Such vivid dreams. Yes. Yeah, crazy, crazy. Yes, Jen turns 36 next month. Yep. She is wait, yeah, this month. No, it's like November 28th, isn't it? If I remember right. Somewhere in November, like the end of November. Yeah. I remember that. She's right after Timmy. Yep. Let's see. And what happened at lunch that I texted you? Yeah, for sure. Yes, happy birthday to my brother. Feels like we've all been getting messages. Yes. Ethan's been exhausted too. Yeah, so much is going on. Hello, Burma. Welcome. Lunar, welcome. It's a family reunion up in here. Yeah, we are getting to it. And Archangel Michael has just been very close at hand. So I thought it would be fitting to use the Archangel Michael deck in addition to the Everyday Witch, just to get us some collective energy messages about what the heck is going on. I mean, we kind of dove into just what I know to be me experiencing, other people experiencing, and pretty much resonated with most of you. But let's just see if we can get anything either reaffirming what we've talked about or further stuff. Meant to close your eyes briefly and was apparently out for an hour. Well, you needed it. That's awesome. I'm glad you got a little nap. A lot of discomfort in the chest this week, almost like your bones will break. Yeah, major upgrades in the heart chakra, like the chest bones, like the ribs. Yeah, that's a whole thing. And even weird heart palpitations or just like tightening of chest. It's 7-11 where I'm at right now. 7-11. All right, let's pull a card. Any card. Oh, that's a lot of cards, but we'll take them all. Looks like there's 5. So this is it. They threw them out and just fanned them out all nicely like this. So we're going with it. We've got the 8 of Pentacles. Yep. We're doing the thing. We are honing those skills. We are leveling up. We are not standing on the sidelines, just hoping these disagreements and these arguments and these difficult situations will go away. No, we're facing these things head on. And this is exactly what we're being called to do because, oh my gosh, holy cow, this is good stuff. Look at this. So we've also got the World closing out old cycles and almost from this World card, this to me almost reads like a Fool energy, does it not? Very carefree, lighthearted, almost like you're on a vacation after all that hard trouble you went through. And just speaking of tower moments left and right, what card comes after the tower? The star. The star. And we've also got what? The sun. So 3 major arcanas. Boom, boom, boom. The World. We are, maybe some of us, traveling a little bit or just wanting to drive around our town or just to get out of the house. Even if that looks like a walk around the block, there's just this sense or need to kind of get out of just the normal routine. Just try something new. That's interesting. It almost looked from this far away like that house was floating, but it's actually kind of up on stilts, like a beach house kind of vibe. But it almost looked like our dreams are like raising up, like our even our home lives are being asked to level up and be more, secure with our spirituality. And those of us who maybe with unawakened partners or live with other people who aren't awake, it can be intense. It can be intense because maybe at times you feel like you're walking on eggshells, but like lately it's really hard to do that. So it's almost like you're just letting it all hang out and, so be it. Like, that's the vibe of this card here. But I love these two together. I mean, this is wish fulfillment, this is happiness, this is soul family, this is connections to your star family even. I'm really picking up vibes of that here. Leo rules the sun. I'm not sure. I don't think I've ever looked at what sign rules the sun tarot card, but I know Leo, the sun is ruled by the sign of Leo in the zodiac. So Leo is a pretty on and poppin' sign, and also Aquarius, which is interesting because my husband's actually an Aquarius rising with a Leo sun, and they are in opposition of each other. So ascendant, and then the sun in the 7th house. Oh wait, no, his sun is in Virgo. His moon is in the 7th house. That's right. I'm a liar. Virgo sun, Leo moon, Aquarius rising. But yeah, you might have some prominent Aquarius energy or Leo energy in your chart or with people where you're being asked to put in the hard work and effort and also to level yourself up and to try new things, step out of the comfort zone as well, because look, you're paving paths for something long term. So this new energy coming in is not going away. This is actually here to stay, and it's just going to get more intense, more intense, more intense. And what we're going to see with this actually is, if we've neglected the call before, or we just ignored it before, like, it's just going to keep that like vice grip of it tightening and tightening and tightening so much that we're all going to be forced to face it. That's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be forced to face it. But the beauty part of us finally facing our shadow or our deepest fears or our wounds is they don't hold that power over us so much anymore. And, you're taking your power back. That's exactly what this combination really represents. You throw all of those in there, and maybe you don't know exactly what you're doing or how you're going to do it yet, but Page of Pentacles, you're figuring it out as you go. You don't have to have all the answers right now. You can have a long-term goal and maybe not be quite sure how to get there, but just having a few next steps in front of you and even writing it down on paper, like, that can be very helpful. Because if we just let all this stuff rattle around inside our heads, it can get to be a lot, really overwhelming, bring on that anxiety, bring on that depression, and then we just feel stuck or stagnant once again. So writing things down, making small little steps in the direction of what you're planning to do or what you want to do or what you want to experience, that's really going to help you. So let's get maybe 2 or 3, whatever flies out. That's what messages from Archangel Michael. And we're just going to use this as guidance from your guides. Anything that you need to know, what you can do in your specific situation, however this resonates for you, apply it as it resonates. If it doesn't resonate, just let it go, let it go, let it flow. Okay, exactly. What is this? This is deciding to make a new commitment. And then our Archangel Michael saying, make a commitment. And it's interesting because I like the times, like, if there is a depiction on the back and then there's a card with that actual depiction, to me, that's like a master powerful card in the whole deck. And this is the one in this deck that's got, the back of the card depiction on all the cards. It's actually on one of the front cards, right? So to me, this is like major arcana energy in and of itself, making a commitment. So, maybe your homework will be, what major arcana energy are you embodying right now? There's 21 major arcana cards and then also a full card with a 0. So technically 22 major arcana cards, the full through the world. So go ahead and just maybe that could be your homework. What major arcana card are you, making a commitment to be more like or to go in the direction of coming up? For some of you, it could be a tower card, like scandalous. But like, sometimes those towers need to fall so we can, crumble it away and build something new. Or maybe we're not detonating it. Maybe we're just walking away from it and deciding to build our own tower somewhere else. That's what we're going to be doing. But it says here also, God is in charge. So you don't have to have all the answers. You don't have to know how something's going to work out. Just having faith that it will. And then when you get that divine inspiration to take a step this way or that way, take the step, do the thing. Page of Pentacles, right? And just reminding yourself that God is in charge of everything. God's not ruining your life. God's not saving your ass, so to speak, but God is in charge. So you just almost surrendering to the process will really help. I know it's not that fatalistic kind of surrender where you throw your hands up and you're like, well, I guess I'm a victim, so whatever. But like surrendering to, okay, this is the ish storm that my life is right now, or this is the blahness that my life is right now, or, whatever it is that you're surrendering to. And realizing that this is what it is right now, but that doesn't mean, with this Page of Pentacles, that you have to stay there. You can create something new. And that's what you're doing, because you have all of this that's got your back as well. God's got your back. Archangel Michael's got your back. And all this major arcana here has got your back. And what you're bringing to the table is your dedication, hard work, and effort. This is you honing your skills, really nurturing your talents and your gifts to bring them fully online so that you can heal your shadow, heal your inner child, heal from past lives, heal all sorts of stuff. That's what you're doing. You're bringing all your healing potions to the table and you're facing it. Yes, you are. And it also says prayer will help with the situation. And I love that paired up with God is in charge, because it's like once you make a commitment, having faith, praying, asking God, your higher self, your guides, the universe, whatever. I mean, sometimes the word God in and of itself can be triggering, especially if you're an ex-Christian like myself. Um, a lot of times the word God has certain more Christian connotations. Um, but what this to me means, whatever you deem as the source or the creator. That's how I want you to take this card. But prayer will help. Whatever prayer looks like to you. It doesn't have to be saying, "Dear God, blah 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 blah," whatever. Prayer can look like you just appreciating your life. Prayer could be you calling out for help to your higher self. Prayer can look many different ways. But just knowing that your higher self knew what it was doing, your soul knew what it was doing when it incarnated. And maybe, as humans, we've got free will. So sometimes we feel like we're lost along the way, so to speak. But, you know, we have that free will so that we can learn even more lessons than our higher self even signed up for. But we always have access to God, our higher self, our guides and angels to help us at any point. So when you're feeling really lost, just say, "Hey, source, hey, God, hey, guides, hey, higher self, hey, whatever, give me a sign." Because everything's going to be okay. I just heard that. Everything is going to be okay. So whatever you're going through right now, just take a deep breath because everything will work out. Think of the worst day of your life. I mean, that can be triggering for some people, but think of a bad day that you've had in your life. Even if it was horrendous and you writhed in pain and it was just too much, no matter how long ago that was, if it was yesterday or today or 50 years ago, like, you're still here. You're still thriving. You're still, you're a survivor. Like, you've gotten through the hardest days of your life to date. So you can get through anything else that's coming your way. Okay? Hope you know that. All right. So let's catch up on a couple comments, and then we are going to dive into this list, which I did get another donation from Michelle Lynn. Thank you so much. And I don't know if the anonymous donor or the donor for that one giveaway question would like to be the one to choose or to reveal their, I don't know, persona, reveal who they are here in the chat. They are here. They can do that. If you specifically who donated feel called to select one person, go ahead and do that. Otherwise, we'll leave it up to spirit. Whatever you want to do, let me know. But I'm going to catch up on your comments while you guys all decide. So what do we have going on here? Okay, Lunar says, Ethan said, you guys are talking about pole dancing, all sorts of cool stuff. Yeah, Peggy's haven't been able to ignore the being called driven guided feeling. That's good. Follow the call. Answer the call. Pick up the phone. Well, didn't I say that in your reading the other day, Nellie? I was talking like 90s phone sex operator vibes. God. So bad. All right, what else do we got going on? Lots of gratitude to Archangel Michael. Yes. All right. I've been doing that every night when I journal. Whatever small little step I want to do the next day, even if I don't get around to it, at least it gives me a goal so my head isn't spinning all day. Yeah, I could have used that little hot tip when I had very young children at home because there were days. There were days. Let's see. That's a really good idea. I've been doing grateful and thankful and writing it down and say that in the morning. Yeah, awesome. I'm just kind of skimming because I don't want to take too long. I want to get into the readings tonight. Amber's a dancer in all forms. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, I was a dancer as a young person and through high school. I even choreographed most of my senior years as the co-captain of the dance squad. I choreographed most of the dances we did that year, and it was so much fun for me. I really do miss it. There are times that I'll dream that I'm choreographing a dance. And then my niece, she's 13, and she's like a competitive dancer, and she's light years beyond what I ever could have been, just me teaching, being a self-taught dancer. Like she's in like 6 days a week dance, and like they travel all over the US competitively. Like I could never. Well, maybe if I had the opportunity I could have, but Just me, self-taught, having fun. I wasn't bad, but I don't think I was the world's best either. Yeah. All right. So let's see. Hopefully my chat didn't jump too much. Oh, the photo that I sent you was the same cards that you pulled tonight. Oh my gosh. Yes. Totally. That's so crazy. Didn't even think of that. Oh my gosh. So sorry I missed your message before. I can't imagine. I must have missed something. Oh yeah, Michael. Yeah. Big hugs, Peggy. Doesn't mean just because it was 10 years ago that it still doesn't hurt. Yeah, I've had 3 miscarriages, but, I never got to, like, hold that baby in my arms and then lose it. I think that'd have been even harder. So my heart really goes out to you. Yes. That's awesome, Amber. She started learning when she was 5. Yeah. Yes, Michael. Yeah, your Mickey Mouse tattoo that you got. Yeah, the page was the only difference. So weird indeed. Yes. Oh my gosh. Synchronicity. All right. So I think we're going to get into, I don't know if Jesse's here. Did I spill the beans on the secret donor? I think I did. So I think in the meantime, AJ, are you here while we wait to hear from Jesse? Oh, there she is. Did you want to, is there someone specific that you want to give this reading to since you're the one that donated? Anyone calling toward you? You know, use your beautiful intuition. I know you got it. Flaunt it if you got it. And then AJ will be on deck, and then Lori, and then Soraya if she's here. That's someone that Lori donated for. And then Michelle Lynn. That's our current lineup. Those are the only donors we have so far. So we can get right on into this, depending how Jesse wants to start this out. I keep getting major arcana cards. It's kind of nuts. Yeah, the major arcanas have been off the chain. Like, I just do a reading for myself, and like I'll pull like 1 to 3 cards every day for myself. It's usually more than 1, usually 2 to 3. But like every day for weeks now, it's pretty much at least 2 of them are major arcana, and then the last 3 days, 3 major arcana every single day. What is happening here? Well, yeah, the transformation is on and poppin'. That's for sure. Yeah. Whatever feels right. Okay, so let's see. I'm feeling Peggy. How's that sound? Spirit just put Peggy's face and beautiful face into my awareness. So Peggy, I think we will donate Jesse's question to you. If you have a question you would like some guidance on, or just, just want a general message from Spirit, I'm here for whatever you want to do. If that sounds good to you, Peggy. You've been getting majors too. Yeah, it's a thing. I feel like Oprah, even though Jesse's the one that donated. You get a reading, you get a reading, you get a reading, you get a reading. I know it's not as cool as a car, but like, come on, I'm not Oprah. All right, so I'm going to shuffle them on up while we wait for Peggy's response. Yes, Peggy is such a sweet soul sister. I actually met her through my AuthorTube channel, and come to find out we have all these, like, I don't know, things in common. So she found her way over to my main channel and then eventually over here. General message, whatever guides want to say to Peggy, let's get it. Let's get it for Peggy tonight. All right. Peggy's guides. Well, it's interesting because I saw one of them was upright. And it's funny that it's the 6 of Pentacles because literally someone just gave something to you. How did that happen? I don't know. But someone literally just gifted you with the reading, which, you being able to give or you being able to receive, there's 2 sides of the coin of the 6 of Pentacles. Just random message in there for you. So I think we made the right choice. Spirit made the right choice. All right. Oh, Jesse just donated for Jenna, aka Star Mission Tarot. If she's not here, we will timestamp and give her the replay. I will just put her name after Michelle. So Star Mission Tarot. Tarot. All right, there we go. We're doing. So I'm gonna update this list real quick. There we go. That's what we got going on. Already got chills. What's with the chills? Okay, here we go. For Peggy, please, Spirit. Anything Peggy needs to know, any inspiration, any obstacles she's overcoming, just anything that's going on for her, please, Spirit. Ooh, Hierophant vibes. So you really are leaning into your spirituality, but you're doing it. This is a very traditional, staunch, religious, by the book kind of card, the Hierophant, but not so much in this deck. So it's like you are turning religion and spirituality on its head, and you're not doing it the Western way or the Eastern way or the Christian way or the Buddhist way. You're doing it the Peggy way. And that's the only way to do it. And you're doing it. So, thank you. Good job, Peggy. You are doing it. You are on it. And Spirit sees you. Spirit is proud of you, I heard. And we have so much stuff going on. Yeah, you may have really faced some stuff from your past. We've got the Six of Cups here. We've got the Four of Pentacles. This is lack mentality, or feeling like there's not enough. Feeling like, oh no, well, I can't spend this money because then what if this bill comes due, or what if I need the money for this? I think you've really faced some shadow with limiting beliefs, or maybe even just about your ability to be able to create the life you want, or even creating, like writing books, I'm seeing like decorating or wanting to organize the home. There's something with that as well that you've maybe been facing, or trying to figure out how to even bring more nature into the home. I don't know if you've recently gotten a plant or tried to configure like something with current plants that you already have, rearranging them, repotting them, dusting the leaves off. I don't know. There's something with plants that's really coming in. I'm all these plants here, but just facing some stuff, some shadow from the past. Yes, I am. Wow, so many things from the past these days. Yeah, a lot of this is coming up, so we can heal from it. This is kind of the last hurrah for some of us with some of these darker attachments we've had to people, situations, just things from the past that maybe there are good memories associated with it, but like the overall theme of this job, this person, this situation, place that you left just wasn't a good look for you. Like, that's a theme for so many right now. Let's see what else for Peggy. Yeah, because you're finding your soul tribe. As you clear out those limiting beliefs and maybe even stagnant or just old, I even see you like unfollowing people like on social media, or unfriending people, whatever that looks like. Maybe just, I know you did go through some sort of like social media detox where maybe you weren't checking into certain platforms so much. But this does look like a cleaning of the slate. And as you did that, it's like you were saying goodbye to the old and hello to the new. And you're bringing in more soul tribe, more soul family, soul sister vibes. Could even be people you're meeting in person. But I think for the most part, this still feels very like internet energy, or you're making more emotional connections with people online rather than just a bunch of people in your area. But I don't see that for your family. Like, I do see you definitely making emotional connections with the family. But as far as like meeting new people and making those emotional connections, they still feel very much like online. But what Spirit wants you to know is get ready, because I'm hearing in the spring, you're going to meet someone in your area, like a soul sister person that you can really vibe with, get coffee with. I don't know, someone you either like work with, or you meet through work, or maybe you're on your way to work. I don't know, something like that. Just open my IG up to share spiritual stuff. There you go. Yes, buying new things for the home, caring, oops, it jumped. Caring for my plants, etc. Awesome. You removed your accounts completely for several social media. There you go. Clean slate energy, and look what it's bringing you. Soul family, soul tribe, soul vibe. I love that. Oh, yeah. So call in that soul sister energy, because I think she's kind of new to the area. It appears to me that maybe she grew up in Arizona, but like recently moved across the state. She may not even be there yet because I just saw December light up on a calendar. So she may not even live there yet, but like by spring of next year, you're going to meet her. That's so cool. Yeah, Two of Swords. So you've done a lot of work and it's still, you're kind of like, okay, now what? Do I focus on this or do I focus on this? And let's just maybe draw a card for each kind of path. See what comes up. Where should Peggy's focus be? Or how can you clear the confusion for her? We've got the Two of Wands, so making plans in a new direction. There's still maybe an element of confusion with the Two of Wands because the twos, not always, but sometimes in the tarot can indicate working with other people, partnerships, just confusion about what direction to go, what to do. Two of Pentacles is, do I focus more on this or this? Two of Wands is like, do I make this plan or that plan? Or how do I make my plan? And of course, Two of Swords already is just like clear-cut confusion or just feeling kind of stuck maybe. But then we have the Ace of Cups. So this is really powerful. So it's like, no matter what you do, there's love at the heart of it. There is peace and harmony and inspiration all around you coming in hot right there. And you're here for it. And this is like a reignition in your love life, reignition of those close people in your life, your kids, your family members. Again, you know, meeting a soul family, soul sister person in person, maybe even just making new connections online. But this card usually comes after a period of healing or, you know, closing out of a cycle and a new beginning. So anything you've been thinking about, should I try this? Should I do that? This is a big yes. The aces are a yes, but especially if this is something you're thinking that could really emotionally fulfill you, do it. Do it. Yes. You got a great big yes from Spirit, Peggy. So I hope this resonated for you. So fun. You got it, girl. You've been doing the work and it shows. So keep it up. All right. So up next we've got AJ. Is AJ in the house? I don't think I've seen him yet today on the chat. But I guess we'll find out. Let's see. Otherwise, we can move on to Lori. You're speechless. Peggy's speechless, everybody. For a writer to be speechless, that's a crazy thing. Crazy thing. All right, AJ's up. Let's get into it for AJ. He wants a general guided message, please, Spirit. Ooh. I want one more before, because this, they're telling me this tells a story. It won't make it. Yep. Okay, here we go. Yes. And I want to actually start with the last card I pulled because, yes, just kind of feeling a little stuck or a little stagnant or a little, I don't know. Like, it's fine, but like, I don't know. kind of vibes because similar energy. This is sort of the lower octave of, you know, the Hangman, in my opinion, although it has its nuances. Maybe you have been like trying to find new ways to make money, or maybe looking for a different job, or just maybe feeling a little lackluster with the way you do make money lately, but you're coming out of that. But it might take just a little bit of patience, because this first and foremost is a card about patience, and but it worth being paying, or it will be worth it in the end. It will pay off. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, very stuck. We can totally, these two, name of the game, feeling stuck, stagnant, blah about everything. But the good news with this beautiful little Hangman here is, being in this kind of stuck, stagnant energy, you have the opportunity. The biggest opportunity with this is to see things a new way, or to see things in a new light, or just to maybe get new ideas. Like, new ideas might start coming in. But you know, it's like you're still kind of doing what you're doing, kind of maybe even going through the motions a little bit. I'm gonna turn my fan on. It's really warm in here. Hope that's not too loud without the music on, but yeah. Let's get some additional guidance. I actually want to go to this deck, see what we get in here for you, AJ. Ooh, we got something. Yeah, affirmations. So to lift up your thoughts and energy and to attract what you desire, use positive affirmations. So I would even take this a step further as to say, you know, because we can say things over and over again, and after a while, it's like we do reprogram or re-brainwash ourselves in a good way, because no matter what, we've got to have some sort of program running. But for most of us, it's like we've got the programs from our parents, our ancestors, the school, the government, the society at large, like pop culture. Like we're programmed by everything. So sometimes when we're leveling up or wanting to try something new, it's almost like we have to deprogram ourselves from things that just aren't serving us and reprogram ourselves with things that will. But affirmations, listening to affirmations or subliminals, even as you sleep, is a really handy way of kind of hacking your subconscious mind to reprogram it for abundance rather than lack. Because that's a theme. That's been a theme, is a lot of people facing their deepest fears surrounding money or lack or their stability, their security lately. And it's good that these things are coming up, because if we can't see them, we don't know what's going on. But if we can actually see them, even if we don't know how to fix it quite yet, but if we can see it, like that's half the battle, is just being able to see the problem. But yeah, look, healing, healed, healer. So healing energy surrounds you and the situation. So you really are leveling up and raising your vibration. And that's why things feel a little stuck and stagnant right now, because you've outgrown a situation. Maybe even some people in your life, you're not really vibing with them, or maybe just the last few interactions you've had with certain people in your life, you're just kind of like, yeah, kind of over it. I don't know. I don't really want to hang out with that person anymore. Or, maybe I'll avoid them at work or whatever the case may be. Let's go over here to the Shaman's Dream Oracle. What's coming in energetically with this healing energy? Yeah, this is exactly why you're feeling stuck and stagnant, because you're calling for a detox, to detox those old programs, to detox the old relationships or just cycles in your life that just really aren't serving you anymore. You are repairing the mind, body, and spirit. You're reprogramming yourself to something better. And we've got a 39, which adds up to 12, which adds up to 3. So maybe you're collaborating with like-minded people. Maybe you're just kind of completing something or walking away from something, because 3 can be a number of completion as well. And also being creative, using your creative abilities, getting creative downloads of inspiration and information to make a change in your life. Let's see, as far as AJ's spiritual path, what does he need to know? What else is healing in his life? Yeah, look at this. You're getting that clarity. This is a very Ace of Swords energy, but it says a tidy home, clarity and organization. So maybe you're getting your ish together around your house and just in your own energy field and releasing just old stuff from the past. Maybe you're doing some cord cutting, or if I ever get it out there, a cord removal meditation from certain jobs, situations, people in your life from the past that are still kind of holding you in like a holding pattern. Because really right here, that's exactly what this is like a negative cycle or loop or a holding pattern. But you're breaking out of it. Let's get one more word of advice. I think we will go to the Archangel Michael deck. Here it is. One word of advice for AJ, how to break out of this holding pattern. Well, you're on the right path. You're already doing something that is breaking the chains, breaking the spell. You created the situation and you have the power to change it. And like I was saying with that number 3 in this card, the 3 + 9 = 12 = 3, creativity, but having creative solutions to the problems that have arisen in your life, or, maybe they're not really problems, but they're just kind of blah. You have the power. That paintbrush of your life, it is in your hand, and you are the one creating this masterpiece you call life. So you have the power. A lot of times with this combination, we forget we have the power. We feel powerless a lot, or like someone has taken something from us, or just that our power isn't our own, or I could try, but I just feel like I'm spinning my wheels. But like, you're not. You're gaining momentum here. Whatever you've done recently that has shifted your vibration, you're on the right path. Because there's something that's happened recently that has really shifted your perspective from, looking at life one way to now looking at it another way. Yes. I've set up an altar and started meditating. Well, there you go. That might have been just that little spark, that little push that you needed to get more into your spiritual senses, more into your, beautiful spiritual vibe. But keep going and give yourself time and grace as you go through this, because it's a patience, it's a process. So to reprogram, rewire your brain, meditation, and having that altar, I think that'll really help you feel more in control of your life in a lot of ways. It's really beautiful. Let's see. Get one more. Let me put these ones away. I want to get it from Moonology, I think. One more for AJ to really put a cherry on top of this for him. Any other words of advice or guidance for AJ? Getting out of this stagnancy, this stuck energy. Yep, you're doing it. Exactly. Meditate and contemplate. So that meditation really is going to bring you those answers that you seek. You're going to get some divinely inspired ideas. Look, you're very close to achieving your goal. And it already said you're on the right path here. I already put that card away, I think. But yeah, you're on the right path. You're very close to having a breakthrough or an epiphany that may not shift everything overnight, but like that's one step in a good direction for you. So yay, AJ. Things are looking up, that's for sure. All right, I hope that resonated for you. We got a donation coming in from Pika Lee. Thank you so much. All right. Put these ones away. And then we're going to get into Lori's question. And then Soraya, I'm not sure. Is she here, Lori? Do you know? Did you see her? You donated for her, but just making sure if you know where she's at. Any and all guidance, Pop and Nona and my peeps need me to hear. I'm leveling up again, and it's not always easy to do. Yeah, you're right. All right. Thanks for the collective reading and for the platform to meet Soul Tribe and Chit Chat. Oh, I love having you here, Amber. I'm so glad you enjoy your time here. I enjoy having you. So have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your evening, day, whatever time it is for you. Because I think someone said you were leaving earlier. Thought I saw it. I don't know. I could be wrong. But yes, even if you're staying, welcome, and you can stay if you want. Oh, Kimberly's going through it. I'm so sorry, Kimberly. Yeah, we all are. It seems like everybody's going through some ish right now. But my big group hug, everybody. Yes. Oh. Okay. So what do we have for Lori, Pop, and Nona? Yeah, look, wish fulfillment. Yeah. This is kind of a lazy card as well because, it's being in that, lazy. We look at just sitting in stillness as lazy in the 3D. But really, you being in your divine feminine, sometimes it doesn't look like you're doing much. I mean, think of the most divinely feminine thing a person on this planet can do. What is it? It's, become a portal from the other side to bring a new soul, to bring new life forward. But of course, when you are pregnant, you don't feel like doing a whole heck of a lot because that incubation of that beautiful new soul takes up a lot of power and energy and work. So it's almost like we condemn in the 3D or, the matrix, whatever you call it, just sitting and being in your receptive energy. But if you're constantly on the go, trying to power through it, push through it, and just, go against what your body's telling you, you always crash and burn. And prime example. So you're doing the right thing by being in your more kind of, lazy, more divine feminine and receptive energy. So they're proud of you for that because as you do that, your wishes start coming true. No, you're not pregnant. No. Look, they want to bring forth your wishes, desires. But this is also you being a very helpful person to others as well. This is kind of a both, you're getting, you're receiving, and you're also giving. So you're balancing out a lot of that energy right now because you, Lori, are a very giving soul. But now it's time, Pop's telling me now it's time for you to receive. Yes. Well, Lori, maybe you are pregnant. No, I'm just kidding. We've got a pregnant queen has entered the chat. Yes, we do. Look at that. But this to me is just you being in your intuitive, in your feeling and emotional body and allowing, you got 2 cups here. Sorry, my thing I forgot to turn it off. Let me do that right now before I forget. There we go. You're in your more receptive, divine feminine energy and being there for others in your life as well at the same time. But you've also got the 2 of Cups, which is soulmate vibes, you and your husband spending time together. Even if you don't really go anywhere or do much, like just checking in with each other every day, spending time together. Like this really will help bring your emotions forward. Oh my God, Jenna's here. Jenna in the house. Jessie has donated for you. She's turned the tables tonight. Instead of her going to your live stream and donating for me and others, she has done so for you tonight. How did I not get this notification? Hey, gorgeous. Oh, well, welcome, Jenna. It's so good to have you here. I have major crown tingles right now. Coming in hot, soul family. All right, what else does Pop and Nona have to say for Lori? Yeah, get ready to receive a lot of this good stuff because this is a very earthy energy. You allowing these emotions to come forward. I know you've been doing so much healing, Lori, and it shows. Like I told Peggy, you've been doing the work and it shows. And that's exactly what you're doing too, Lori. I mean, look at this. That laziness, as we deem that beautiful, divine, feminine, receptive energy, is really working for you because there is abundance coming in. And I'm not just seeing this as like money, flying into your, face or anything. This is just feeling wealthy, like in all areas in life. And it's funny because Jesse and I were kind of talking about that in text today. It's like you guys are, Lori, there's more than one way to feel wealthy. It doesn't always have to be money, cash money. It can be, having beautiful people, soul family in your life. It can be having a roof over your head. It can be as simple as just, going on a walk in nature. I mean, there are many ways we can enjoy this beautiful abundance that is free. I mean, there is even free abundance. Walking out in nature is free. Being safe about it and all of that is imperative because where I live in the mountains, you don't just want to go up in the mountains and just take your chances because you might run into a grizzly bear, but playing it safe. But you have this stability and security going on in your life and you're setting a new precedence for yourself. That's what I just heard is you're showing by you being in your beautiful feminine receptive energy, you're showing source, you're showing your higher self, you're showing other people showing up in your life or not showing up, just what you're gonna settle for or not settle for anymore. And I know you've had a lot of things going on where you were kind of trying to appease all four of your children all at the same time, which is impossible. And you just started saying, no, I'm gonna appease me. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna appease me. And look what happened. You started one by one earning your kids' respect by not bending to the will of what they think you should do or what they're telling you to do. No, you're standing your ground. And Pop is proud of you. Nona's proud of you. Yes, Nona wants to bring a message through, so that's what we're going to do. She's just got a big smile and she's like dancing around. She's doing like one of those like almost like robotic, like pop and lock kind of things. Keyword pop. Yeah, this is why you've got to smile. I see the holidays coming up especially are going to be just a beautiful time where it almost feels like you just have your heart is so open, even if people show up kind of in their kind of, it just doesn't affect you. It just doesn't phase you. It doesn't get to you because you have worked so hard to heal through so much this just since I've been mentoring you this last since April? I think it was April. But I've seen so much progress in you. And even when you have all these people coming to you and in your energy, you're just letting it flow right on through. I mean, this is you. People bring their negativity. It's almost like it's just starting to bounce off of you because you vibed up so high. I would say that if you're in their vicinity for an extended period of time, sure, it can bring you down. But what I really see is you holding that light. And especially because Pop's now coming through. He's like, how I like my Thanksgiving dinner. I don't know. Did he like Thanksgiving? That's what he's saying. He's like, I'll be there. So just leaning on Pop and Nona if things kind of do get like if you guys do host it or you go to someone else's house. I know you have different in-laws and stuff that maybe sometimes you guys would go to their house or something, but I just see really good vibes and everyone's bringing their best behavior and their A game and trying to make it a fun time. So you got some good stuff to look forward to in a couple weeks, Thanksgiving, even if you just have a quiet night at home, whatever that looks like for you, but you're bringing your A game of beautiful positivity. I love it. All right. So I want to actually get, we're going to the Believe in Your Own Magic deck because, pop and magic and all that fun stuff. Ooh, well, there's two that definitely need to come out today, and we're taking them both. Yeah, yes, 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 yes. This is exactly it. And I love that this is coming out because remember your spring break you took from what do you call it? The mentorship sessions. And you kind of proved to yourself like I actually did really well. Like you did well and then you were just like, "Yes, I need my Amanda." And like, "You don't, but I'm here for you. I am here for you." But what I'm seeing with this is it's a confidence card. And it says it comes with time and practice. And that's exactly what you've been doing. You've been practicing. And it says confidence. She doesn't look very confident. She's got her, her body all closed up close to itself. And it to me this appears almost like a sunrise rather than a sunset. But you're changing the way you show up in conversation. You're no longer hunched and slouched and you're present. You're almost like an opera singer, just like, I know it's more like this, but like, I only can fit so much of me on this screen. You're showing up with your confidence and speaking your truth because you have the Ace of Swords here as well. Archangel Michael is very close. Pop is close. Nona's close. They're all close. Remember, because you're changing. You've made these changes. You're continuing to shift and morph into your highest version. And then with the 37 there, that adds up to 10, which is a new beginning because you've closed out the old cycle. The endings were inevitable. The gray, all that dark night of the soul, BS that you have been through. You've been through it, and maybe you're still slightly in there, but look, your ship's about to come in, literally, and it's not on the water. It's that extra. It's that magical that it's literally in the clouds. Like, you can't make that up. This, and I know, like, in the area that you live in, Lori, is a very high traffic, like, UFO place. So I don't know, maybe if you're like out in your backyard and night and the lights aren't too bright that you can't see the stars, maybe you would see something. Because I think galactic family might be trying to make contact. And that could be more like in the dream state, because when you think night and stars in the sky and all that, you could think, well, it's nighttime, it's sleepy time. So maybe in your dreams, or maybe you're having dreams about spaceships, or, oh, I am right now. Oh, you're out in your yard looking at stars right now. Well, boom, mic drop, as Jessie always says. Yep, she already said it. Look, we're so in sync right now. And no, not the boy band from my high school years. Live mic drop. Someday I want to just like rent a place out. Amanda, you are stunning. You just shine. I have such chills, you guys. Jenna, you are so sweet. Jenna, the second you entered the chat, literally, it just, the roof raised. Like, yes, we're literally raising the bar around here. Like, the more of you guys that meet each other and come together, it's like, it's like we're meeting people that feel like home to us. And it's inspirational to me because I see it on your channel as well, Jenna. I see it in a few places. It's still very rare on the internet, though. It's still very rare, I will say that. But when you see it, it's like, wow, it's a powerful and beautiful thing to be able. Yeah, I've been just getting major downloads, like, and that reading Jenna did for me, that Jessie bought for me, oh my gosh, touched my soul. I can't tell you how many times I'm like talking back to you on the screen, Jenna, like, yes, oh my gosh, if you only knew. And the fact that it really resonated, like, in my personal life and in my business life, like, the same words could be taken completely different ways, but still resonated. Like, you can't make this stuff up. Yes, and your beautiful vibe, your beautiful energy that you always bring, it's amazing. And I'm so appreciative of you. Love it so much. Same, I'm sipping hot tea and still feel a big chill. Well, it's hot in here, but I should probably take a big sip of my water. All right. Initiated into the Crown Tingles group today. Literally saw a spirit cloud behind Jessie. Wow. I've never seen something like that. That's amazing. Wow. So powerful. I am here for this. Like, I could just hang out here all night. All right. So Soraya, Lori, do you have Do you have a location on Soraya? Do you know, can you confirm or deny that she's been in the chat today since you donated for her? Or what's going on with that? And I did need to add Pika-Lee to my little box here. Oh, it's for Jessie. Oh, how sweet. Look at that. So Jessie, go ahead and post. Oh, you can let her go before me. Okay, so what do we have? So we will turn Soraya into Jessie. And Jessie, who do you want to go after? Because you're next on the chopping block. You can decide to go last or between any of these lovely ladies. Just let us know. But that means Michelle Lynn is next. Go ahead and post your question, my dear, and we will get into it. All right. We'll let Jenna go before you. Okay. So we've got Michelle Lynn, and then Jenna, and then Pika-Lee, and then Jessie. So did you want to go right after Jenna, Jessie? Hello, Kirsten. Welcome. Oh, I'm so sorry, Brianna. I hope you're okay. Yeah, the energy, the feels have been off the charts. So overwhelming being part of the minority and being fake in order to refrain from explaining myself. I'm not sure what you mean by that, but I hope everything's okay. Let's see. Did Michelle Lynn post her question? Half the time she posts it and then I'm like, waiting, and then like, oh wait, she posted it because I'm that cool. Let's see. Yeah, the vibes are high tonight, which I could definitely use a dose of this. The past few days, weeks really, have been very hit and miss. Very up and then down and then up and then, oh my God. But, it's the roller coaster of life, so we're all here for it. We're all strapped in, whether we want to be or not. Here we are. Okay, will my well-being improve soon? I've been eating well, moving my body, but I feel like I'm stuck in the mud with my energy. I feel once it improves, I'll be able to see opportunities for career and love. Yes, let's feel into this stuck, stagnant energy that is such a theme in the collective right now. That is faux show. Little Ellie is giving her first smiles, probably at some spirit over my head. Yeah, my kids smiled at everybody but me. It seemed like they saw all sorts of ancestors and angels in the room, I'm sure. Yeah, my oldest son used to talk about the blue guys. He's like, I see all these blue guys. He still sees them, but like anytime I ask him what he means, he like kind of like gets all shy about it and won't really divulge. My youngest, he talks about that stuff all the time. The coolest thing, though, that I think I ever witnessed with my youngest son, I was trimming our mountain ash tree in the backyard. Just it gets these little sucker branches on the bottom, and I like to kind of get it to go ever upwards and be a beautiful, majestic tree. And I was trimming off those little sucker branches off the bottom, and my youngest came over and put his hand on the tree, and he goes, "It's okay." And I go, "What's wrong?" He goes, "The earth, it hurts really bad." And I was just like, he was 2 years, not even 3 years old yet, and he like gets it. And yet you've got all these immature adults running around that just don't get it. Like, my goodness, out of the mouths of babes. Hello, the Divine Council. All right, we're clearing the energy for Michelle Lynn's question, how to get out of this stagnancy, this stuck feeling, to get her groove back. Whoa. That's too many, but yeah, it's taken a minute. So to me, it's like you're like recalibrating. That's the word I just heard. But yeah, I love this combo. This won't last too long. This kind of like stuckness and all of that blah energy. Because the first card to come out is the Ace of Pentacles. So there is going to be a new opportunity coming in. They're really showing me there's nothing you have to do to take action on. Like, just keep doing what you're doing. You're already on the path for this opportunity to come in. Maybe overhearing a conversation, or just being right place, right time is kind of the vibe I'm getting with this opportunity coming in for you. And it's coming in hot. It's coming in fast because you've got the Knight of Swords. It is charging right in. And it might even be that this opportunity comes in and you have a limited time to make a choice on it because it's going fast. Going, gone. Got to take it while it's there. Take the opportunity while it's there. And when this happens, use your intuition, use your discernment, feel how your body feels when you think of actually pursuing that opportunity. If it makes your body sing and get excited, then the answer is yes. If you kind of feel nervous about it or kind of unsure, then the answer is a definite no. But I'm really seeing this being a yes, because the pentacle cards themselves do represent a yes in the tarot anyway. So I think this opportunity is going to be something you really want to take, and you're going to want to take it yesterday. Like, to me, this almost feels like your energy, but let's feel your energy about this new opportunity coming in. Burma's at her thing. Yeah, sometimes Burma will pull cards in the chat. I love that. I was actually doing that on Jenna's it wasn't a reading, it was just she was talking about, like, I think it was like Twin Flames Are Dead or something on her Jenna's Joyce Journey channel. I think it was. And I was just like, oh, I pulled a card for this and pulled a card for that. And sometimes, like, there are certain channels that just they don't like that. They don't vibe with that. But like, some do. I don't mind it at all. You can share links, you can share channels. I don't care. As long as you're being nice and respectful, do what you need to do. But for Michelle, how is her energy showing up? Exactly. You've taken that sort of opportunity. You're rushing forward. This is something you want. You're getting your clarity very soon. That confusion, that stagnancy, that kind of hangman / Four of Pentacles kind of vibe you've had going on for a minute. You're the one. This opportunity actually might be from spirit, because to me, you're initiating this. You're initiating this spark, this new way of communicating. And this could even be subconscious. I've been on a subconscious reprogramming kick, sorry, but it's such a theme. It's such a collective message that I just got to keep talking about it, because we can sit there and work on our conscious mind forever and a day, and we won't really, it's like spinning our wheels. We've really got to hack that subconscious mind, because there are so many programs that we didn't even give like free will permission to have, controlling our lives, literally. We're programmed by the media. We're programmed in school. We're programmed with religion. We're programmed with just everything, society, pop culture, everything. And a lot of that can be fun and interesting and entertaining and exciting, but like a lot of it can really be detrimental to our lives. So this to me feels like you cutting through, that recalibration that came up. This is like you cutting through like programming that was holding you back or making you feel like you didn't have the power to step forward, or maybe even just you showing up better, like a better version of yourself or a more up-leveled version of yourself, that you can actually ask the universe for what you want and then finally believe that you deserve to have it. Because we can ask the universe all day, every day till we're blue in the face, but if there's a subconscious program running that we don't really believe we deserve something, it's going to be real hard. Even if the universe provides that on a silver platter with a gold spoon and a onyx knife. I don't know. Do they make an onyx knife? That just came to me. I don't know. But what I see is, if there's a subconscious program that you don't deserve it, you will push that plate away. So working on reprogramming. I know there are subliminals, but on YouTube, I would just say, because who knows what people are programming these subliminals with, just use your discretion. Do some muscle testing. Use a pendulum, or, really feel into your intuition when you find a video to reprogram your subconscious mind, that it feels authentic and right to you. And usually you can just turn it on and listen to it for under a minute, and you'll know, like, your body will tell you, I like this, or I don't like this. And you'll know. Yeah, and stop being your own way. Story of my life. Story of 39 years later, story of my life. But like, I'm finally getting my ish together over here. Finally. And it feels so good. Like, it really does. Oh, I got chills for you now, Michelle. Like, you're bringing it in. You are. And this is so powerful, because all of you beautiful queens and kings are showing up. You're leveling up. You're showing up. You're doing the work. You're facing your problems and issues from the past, and not settling to stay in the stuck in stagnancy. Okay. So Roblox just starts playing over here on my kid's computer. I'm like, what? Like, I mean, I hear spirit, but like, that was very prevalent. What the heck? Okay, I gotta go turn, this computer is not on over here, and it turned on, and playing some Roblox YouTube. Roblox ragdolls. There might be a message in this, so just stand by, Michelle, because there's a reason things happen when they happen. So I'm gonna see I'm gonna investigate. I'll be right back. I'm literally right here. This room is so freaking small, but like, Let me just come over here and log in, because it's not even log in. I gotta enter the login and see just what the heck. Okay, so there's nothing there. Where is this? Okay. It was playing, but it doesn't exist. What? Okay, that's even beyond weird. Like, what the heck? I closed out of 3 blank browsers. There was nothing. Like, I don't know. Wow. There was 3 blank Internet Explorer browsers or whatever they are. I gotta plug this back in. Oh my gosh, what the heck? But it said Roblox, Ragdoll. But with the word Ragdoll, that's someone that just kind of gets tossed around or thrown around. Maybe thinks they don't have power to make their own choice. What the heck was that? I mean, on the last live stream, I had that weird thing in my ear, like water that wasn't water, like trap. Like, what the heck is happening? But interesting. I'm interpreting this, the fact that, yeah, unblocking. Oh, I like that. Yeah. And Roblox, like it reminds me of like robot blocks, almost like blocking those like robocalls, or just blocking, the programming in the matrix, like you're blocking it. Yeah, what the heck? But that's so cool. Yeah, you're leveling up though. Yeah, and this is exactly it. That 4 of Pentacles that we were talking about that's showed up in 2 other readings now. It's a total collective theme right now. So if this is resonating for anyone else, go ahead and claim it, because like collective energies much? Yes, it's on and popping tonight. So let's just see what exactly is going on for Michelle Lynn with this 4 of Pentacles energy. Ooh, got 2 things going on. Yeah. You're in your divine feminine. You're recalibrating, which is a very divine feminine energy. Feeling a little lazy, but like, sometimes we just need a minute. But it's not going to last too crazy long, because you got the 3 of Wands. So you're taking action soon. Or that ship is literally, the ship's coming in very soon. So just like we said, that opportunity, that Ace of Pentacles coming in soon. And it might even be coming from something you hear. And that was the first thing I thought. And then we hear something random over there on the computer. I mean, no one else is in this room, like, as far as like human people. Probably plenty of spiritual, amazing beings in here just trying to get our attention in the way that they do. This is magic. Oh, I love it. Oh, you pulled the card for Michelle that was unblocking. Oh my gosh. Magic is my word. Yeah. Yeah, magic is Pop's word. But look, this came up this way. So you're turning it around yourself, Michelle. Look at that. Keep your eyes, ears, and whatever else open. But like, don't be too open for business with like your energy, because this is like a higher vibe, a higher caliber than what you're used to. So don't talk yourself out of it. If it shows up on that beautiful silver platter with the gold spoon and the onyx knife, don't turn it away. At the very least, stop yourself in your tracks and be like, don't talk yourself out of this. Yes. Yeah, I'm ready as well for you to be able to leave that hangman energy. Oh, Michelle, you have been there since earlier this year, and I keep feeling that you're coming out, but then something else. It's just like, can we all just help Michelle manifest getting out of this? I feel the same way in a lot of aspects of my life too. So like, I'm not immune to this at all. Like, here it is. Let's just bring it on. All right. So up next, we've got Jenna. Jenna is next. Go ahead and post your question, or if you want a general read, whatever it is. I'm actually update my list real quick. We have Pika Lee donating for Brianna. Brianna, are you still in the house, my dear? And then we've got Jacob also. There's Jacob. There we go. So we've got the degree, and then JTT. I see. There we go. That's our list. Okay. So what does my 2022 look like? Yes, I'm excited to dive into this. feel what's going on. I'm already hearing it's going to be much better. And again, seeing is believing. So it's like, but Spirit's like, really though, believing is actually then seeing. That's what they're showing me. I don't know if that even pertains to anything you've got going on, but yeah, things are looking up quickly. And it's interesting because in most 8 of Wands cards, there's usually just a bunch of wands like flying very quickly. But this, she almost looks like, oh gosh, what's going on now? What's happening now? So this almost might take you by surprise how quickly things shift for the better. But it's almost like, to me, this tornado in the background is like looming, and she's like hurrying to get her ish together to be able to avoid a tower moment. But I'm also hearing you're going to be able to avoid this tower moment just by leveling yourself up, just by healing, just by doing all of that stuff. Let's see. Yeah, because you've been through it lately. Yes. What did I say? That tower. Yeah. But this, I'm so glad I stuck with this deck, because at first you're like, oh no, I don't know if I'm ready for this. But look, she was the one that literally detonated this tower. This was not, at first it might have felt like it come out of left field and like, oh no, how am I going to be able to avoid this? But then you're like, you know what? She's just going to turn around and face it and be like, give me what you got. What's going on? Like, here we go. Because I have not been through anything worse than what you're trying to throw at me. So, like, bring it almost. But, like, because of all of this beautiful, loving energy that you have brought this year and all of the lessons that you have learned this year, it's like Spirit's like, just a second, Jenna. I love that you're going to do this. Like, you're going to face this and do this. But guess what? Like, we got this one. We got this one. So it's almost like you're going to detonate your own tower and realize that, like, that wasn't even that bad. Like, holy cow. That wasn't even that bad. Yeah. It's like I'm seeing like a white surrender flag being waved, like, I surrender. But it's like this was on the top of the tower. It's like a red flag. Maybe red flag with like an orange tower point here. So this is like your stability, your security, that root chakra energy, just feeling protected and safe in the world. And also going up into the orange, like sacral energy of like feeling like creative, feeling like you have creative control and direction in your life, maybe for the first time in a very long time. Or maybe you would get little spurts or bouts of feeling like you were in creative control of your life, and then it all goes off the rails this way or that way, or maybe a portion of it just kind of detours, and you're just like, can't we all just get on the same page, Spirit? And like, I'm seeing February 2022, things are really aligning for you. And I even see like an influx of viewership. But this is like you had said in my reading, this is like quality over quantity. These are high quality people that are coming to you to learn about themselves. But in the meantime, like they're paying you beautiful energy, give and take, beautiful energetic exchange. It's not that transactional kind of thing though. It to me feels like everybody's winning. Yeah, collaboration on the back of the deck. That's the underlying energy, is feeling that collaborative effort. And everybody's feeling like they're winning. There's no one person feeling like, well, they got more than me, or, oh, that's all I get. Like, everybody feels like they're just dripping in happiness that, wow, that was such a powerful reading that I paid for. Like, let me give you a tip because it just blew my mind. Like, that kind of energy. Like, you're bringing people's generosity out, and it's not like that they owe you or anything. To me, this feels like just good karma. Like, you probably have had your fair share of just past life nasty karma coming in, but like, this is an interesting look. The red and the orange, you're literally wearing your security all around you. You no longer feel like you're going to be tossed to the wind or the waves at any, I'm one paycheck away from homelessness kind of vibe. Like, this is you really leveling up and feeling that security so much that you aren't so in fight or flight mode all the time, but you can actually, kind of just like spread out on the couch and just feel like you can take a minute and actually get beautiful creative ideas for new directions to take your business and, really, really create something. Not that what you've created already isn't amazing and just cream of the crop, creme de la creme, but you're taking this a whole other octave. You're taking this total 5D approach to what you do, how you live, how you show up in the world, how you pay your bills, just all of it. Wow. That is so powerful too. And you're inspiring so many other people with this. Let's see. That flew all the way to the floor. Let me grab it. Floated on my hand. Yeah, you're overcoming the illusions. And this to me does feel too, I know you have had issues with your mother, but there's certain things with your mom that you've healed, energetically speaking, that you've healed and moved on from, that is bringing you deeper intuition. And this intuition does come in on your mother's family line. So this is something that really was your birthright from many, many, many generations ago. I don't know if you have like confirmed that maybe there were psychics or seers or witches in your mother's family line somewhere way, way back. We're talking like 1600s, maybe even further back. Maybe some had abilities and gifts closer to today's times, but I don't think they were very forthcoming with those because, witch trials and all. But you're doing what they couldn't. It's like you're picking up where they fell flat, is kind of how I see it. And, playing small. Like, this is what you think you are. That's the reality. You're the jaguar. You're not the little house cat. You're ready to take it all on, and you're going to do it. I'm not saying it's going to be easy because this looks like a lot, but you've already done a lot of this. So this is already, as far as 2022 goes, a lot of this is already the foundation you're building 2022 on is some of this tower you've already had going on. Let's get some. We're going to go to Moonology. Get a couple for Jenna, please, Spirit. Yeah, exactly. You're very close to achieving your goal. And I don't think you have like a specific goal, but like an overall version of, being able to really shine your light on this planet and live your purpose and show up as your most authentic self. That's what you're really honing in on this year, and really working on those two bottom chakras to really align them. Because I don't know, when I first had my awakening, I mean, I've been awake from a very young age, and then I turned my gifts off as a teenager, and like it's a whole thing. But when I recommitted to this whole thing, I was so up in from throat to third eye to crown to soul star, like way up in these higher chakras. And I was constantly ungrounded and constantly just, it wasn't good. But when I really just these last few months have decided to come back down from out of the clouds and really ground myself in the 3D, or really, I keep grounding myself into the 5D earth because that's a whole thing too. But just grounding yourself into a new way of being, instead of grounding into that 3D earth, ground yourself into the 5D earth and, connect to nature. Whatever grounding looks like to you, do it. Because it's going to help you really bring more of that thunder, of that beautiful light of yours, of those beautiful gifts of yours online that are literally your birthright. Not just from your, past lives and your soul and everything, but like your actual family lineage through your mother's side, many, many generations back. Yeah. I guess we could send the pics to Amanda. She could show them on screen, but not sure if that's too much. Oh, been getting such powerful readings tonight. Yeah, Spirit's bringing it tonight. Let's get one more to wrap up Jenna's reading for her. Let's see what we got for Jenna, please, Spirit. Anything else? Yeah, because this is where you're at right now. Licking your wounds a little bit, a time for healing, and 2022 in and of itself, for all of us, universal year number 6, healing vibes, nurturing vibes, self-love, self-care, just wanting to be in our more divine feminine and receptive energy. But that doesn't mean you're also not bringing this thunder, because you're balancing out the masculine energy and the feminine energy so much that you're not going to need to expend yourself so much in the masculine energy like maybe you had to in the past, that you can have actually take days off and still be making way more money than you were, say, in 2021 when you were having to work a lot more. Yeah, so that's awesome. But yeah, 2022 is going to be a very healing year for you, but yet also a very successful year. Like your best year yet with your business, your best year yet with your just close connections with those that you know like are vetted and like you've discerned that they are, you know, your tribe, or they're the right kind of people for you to surround yourself with. Even if for a while that looks mostly like they're just online people, you're really finding a new way to trust people where maybe in the past it was really hard for you to just accept people at face value, because underneath you could feel the energy from underneath and it didn't match the face value of it. So I hope that resonated, Jenna. Thank you for letting me read for you. Thanks again, Lori, for donating. That's so sweet. Or wait, no, sorry. That was, yeah, it was Lori that donated, right? No, Jesse donated, and then Lori donated for someone. Oh my gosh, Jesse, that's right. See, I get confused. But you guys are all just so giving that I get confused who gave who what. Aw, you guys are awesome. That was amazing. Thank you so much. Aw, you are so welcome. Spirit is not playing around tonight. They are here. They are here for it. They are here to let us know that, yeah, things have been kind of sucky the last few months for a lot of us who maybe had issues that we just felt like, you know, things are going fine. So I'm just going to focus on things that are going fine. But like, no amount of distraction is going to keep us from this big elephant in the room that's trampling very quickly towards us. 2 tornadoes sounds like a good time. Oh my gosh. Amanda is the best vibes. Aw, thank you so much, Jamie. I appreciate that. But what you see in me is a reflection of what is in you already. So keep that in mind as well. So if I'm good vibes, there's got to be some good vibes in there with you too. All right, Pika Lee. I always want to say Pika Lee is in the house. Pika Lee's turn. Yes, I adore Jenna. Definite soul sister vibes. I mean, the amount of synchronicities that her and I have had, mostly just me going to her channel, like, and talking about things, and then she's like, "What? Oh my gosh, no way!" And it was just like off the charts. Those tower moments. I can't wait. Thank you, Amanda. Aw, you are so welcome. Absolutely. Yeah, it's shocking. Yeah. And it's almost like we tempt fate by like, bring it on. And then like, whoops. Didn't mean it. Didn't mean it. But now I'm in it. So it's a whole thing. Let's see. Pika Lee. I'm going to just double check. I don't think anyone was before you. Yeah, Jesse donated for Jenna right before you. And then you donated for Brianna right after that. Jesse is on the list because Lori's donation for Soraya. Soraya's not here, so she gifted it then to Jesse. So we kind of have a mixed order, but because Jesse's donation came in before everyone else, but she just said she'd go later. Unless she wants to go now. I guess that's her prerogative. If she wants to go now, we can do it. Jesse. Gotta love it. We got this. We totally do. And like Spirit always says, we don't have to do it alone. We can call on them. We can call on soul family. Call on our higher selves. Yeah. Which Jesse's doing right now. She's calling on her higher self for a reading. And then we will get into Pika Lee. How's that sound? So Jesse, then Pika Lee, then Brianna, then Jadic. All right. Jesse wants a message from her higher self. Yes, she does. Yes, she does. Yes, she does. For Jamie. Jamie has donated. Get Jamie on the list, please. That would be amazing. Yes, Jamie Wilson has donated. All right, so let's get a message from Jesse's higher self since Spirit is delivering tonight. Yeah, similar vibe because you found your tribe. Similar vibe to what we had with Jenna. Just realizing that you have these gifts coming in, and there's no more playing small as this house cat. That jaguar is coming in hot. And many of us, that can be terrifying when we have all these new gifts coming online, and like our like regular life is kind of falling apart because we realize we don't resonate with certain people anymore or jobs anymore. And just, it's a whole thing. Like, it's a whole ball of wax. Like, it's not easy stepping up and living your light, because that means you have to then release a lot of stuff that maybe felt fine before, but now that you've leveled up so much, it's like it's time to really examine this. It's like, are we on the same path? Can we be on the same path eventually? And this is friends, family, coworkers. This is job situations, which I know you're kind of dealing with as well. Just examining, doing the soul searching and saying, is this sucking my soul, or am I just a little perturbed because the energy doesn't match completely? And usually when we have, especially if it's a person in our lives, usually when we have disagreements or discrepancies, or you're too low vibe for me or whatever it is, that's triggering something within us. So we can't always say, oh, it's you, not me. The whole classic, it's me, not you. It's not you, it's me. But really, that's true. Like, yeah, it is them per se, but like whatever they're doing, or the little ish storm they're creating in your life, or the silent treatment they're giving you, or the, just unfulfilledness that you feel with them, is actually a reflection of something going on in here that's then being projected onto that person. So it's like, we can let go of certain things. And especially though too, when you've really stepped into your, your spiritual side, just you doing that will start triggering people around you to either act out more, or to shut down because your light might threaten them. But that's not to say that you healing is a bad thing, because you healing is actually such a good thing, because it will highlight when you heal, when you level up, when you basically accept your spiritual mission here on this planet. That's you saying yes to everything that is fulfilling to you, but not to say that you don't still deal with things that just feel gross and hard and just not good. Because we do. And we learn and we evolve and we grow. And sometimes those people, situations, jobs can learn and evolve and grow with us, but other times they start to fall apart or break down, and you realize that there's way more wrong with something than there is right with something. And usually when that balance is tipped, you're like, I'm outie, I'm out. But it's all about your discernment and seeing through the illusion, because a lot of times, there is this illusion that it's that person's fault or this and that. And when we can really like get in and get in touch with ourselves, that's when we can realize, like with me, me in certain situations, like I'm half of every relationship I'm in. Like I always say on my channel, you're half of every relationship you're in. But like, because we are our own person, a lot of times our thoughts are constantly going and projecting and blaming and all sorts of things. It's like, wait, I'm actually contributing quite a bit to this mess. Oh crap, I didn't mean to do that. And then us like owning our own ish and healing through that can sometimes then trigger the other person or the job situation or whatever it is to improve with us. Like sometimes that's a thing. Sometimes when we improve on the inside, we start seeing that reflected on the outside. But other times we'll improve so much that we just realize, yeah, that's definitely not for me anymore. That might be, let's play it by ear a little bit, but yeah, that over there, get it out of here. So last season, get it out, right? So you're just leveling up. Yes, and as a result, you are bringing in the soul sisters, the high vibe tribe, whatever you want to call it. You're really bringing the happiness. And this could look like marriage. This could look like proposals, celebrations, weddings, all that stuff. But usually this is just a coming together of like vibration people. So if you are examining certain relationships in your life, or jobs, all of these things, like it's like one area of life cannot just be safe from all the other areas of life leaking into it, because the underlying energies of pretty much everything in life are pretty much the same right now. Like that's kind of a thing normally, but like now more than ever, like things are great at home, they're great at work, they're great with this, they're great with that. It's like across the board, everything's great. Oh my gosh, when is this gonna stop being so great? Um, then again, when things are crappy at work, they're crappy at home, they're crappy with your friend, they're crappy with, I don't know, someone on the phone. And then it's like, but that's a call to heal. That's what I keep hearing. But there is this feeling within you that you've got going on, or maybe this is still coming up in the very, very, very near future. They're telling me where you are feeling like you have to defend yourself for your beliefs, or just defending yourself for existing or being who you are. And technically, you don't have to defend yourself for being who you are, but it's like certain people in your life just don't see eye to eye with you, or they don't understand where you're coming from. Especially if you're, awakening vibes and you're dealing with people who are asleep. It can be like nails on a chalkboard. It can be like pulling teeth to try to get someone to understand where you're coming from, or why you said what you said, or what you're doing. Um, it can be difficult and frustrating, big time. But a lot of times when you're just up against a wall with someone in your life, a lot of times that is a call to either step away energetically and really focus that energy inward on your own self-love, your self-care, because then you can come from a better perspective yourself to meet someone eye to eye, and especially because you are an empath, so it's easy for you to put yourself in other people's shoes, but maybe they're not giving you that same grace or that same proclivity to, yeah, I can see why you think that, but this is what I think. They're just like, no, you're wrong, or blah, blah, blah. And you almost just have to keep saying that. And it's almost like you're going in circles. Like it's the same conversation every day, or, every time this thing comes up, you're saying the same things because it's the truth and it's how you feel. And the other person it doesn't register. It just doesn't get there. Yeah. Yeah. You said you're done justifying yourself. Even brought my grounding mat to work. There you go. Yeah, that'll help. That'll definitely help. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, there is this need for patience, but you're on a new mission. You're on a new journey. You're at the very least putting feelers out there for something new. Especially with the job stuff. You're branching out some way, somehow. You're ready. You're ready for something new. But there might be a time where you kind of just have to grin and bear it for a bit because, it's not quite time yet to leave. Or if you did leave, maybe the whole financial aspect would be very dicey for a minute because there's no income coming in or something like that. So maybe just kind of letting it play out for a little longer while you put your feelers out there and, work on that whole real estate thing, and maybe even looking for another 9-to-5 job to just kind of bridge the gap for a while. Let's see what else is coming in from Jesse's higher self, please, spirit. Yeah, because things are balancing out. You can see, she's just barely peeking out of that, but she can see enough of the room or the situation to be like, yeah, this just doesn't feel right anymore, and I'm done with it. I'm done having to prove myself and fight. But to me, it feels like with these two cats kind of fighting, but they're on even ground. It's not like you feel like you're light years ahead of someone spiritually and they're so stuck in the 3D. This to me feels like you're asking a spirit or your higher self or source for the fairness and balance to come back into your life. And as a result, you will see that happen. You will see that happen. But it doesn't mean everything's going to be peaches and rainbows after things kind of balance out a little, because it's going to take you work to find your new way in your next steps. But let's go to Moonology because it was really delivering earlier. So let's see what other information's coming through. Yeah, nothing is set in stone, but this is you making a choice to really do that soul searching, to say, yeah, I think I'm done with this, or I don't know what's going on here, but maybe I can communicate that I'm confused as to what's going on. I'm going to just take a few days for myself to really focus on my self-love, my self-care, all that. And I feel like the other person or the situation involved will be on board with that. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Agree to disagree for a minute so we can get our bearings again and then come back at this again, full frontal. But what I see is you ready to take a journey in a new direction. That's what you're doing. You want something new, but there are a lot of possibilities still out there for you. You don't have to just go one route or two, even two routes coming in. On the back of the deck, we got expect powerful change. And we actually have a new moon eclipse, aka a solar eclipse, coming up. I want to say it's December 4th, but don't quote me on that. It's very soon. I know the lunar eclipse that predates this by 2 weeks, the full moon eclipse, is coming up on November 18th into the 19th, somewhere in there, depending on where you're at in the world. I know you're East Coast time, but I think it's happening on the 19th for us in the US, I do believe. I have not checked the time on that yet, the time of the actual lunar eclipse. But I think you're going to be getting some major answers after the solar eclipse. So December 4th, after December 4th, I'm seeing about 2 weeks after December 4th. So the next full moon after the solar eclipse, which is the new moon eclipse, right? Oh, thank you so much, Kirsten. We will get you on the list as well. So you're going to see a lot of powerful changes. But this is about you setting that foundation now and at least putting your feelers out there for something new in maybe the job front or something like that. Or just establishing new boundaries in certain relationships in your life just to set a new precedence so that this doesn't feel like it's coming out of the blue for certain people, because it can be. And the lunar eclipse is actually happening in the Vedic sign of Taurus. I'm not sure if that's also in the Western sign of Taurus. I think it's still in Taurus for both modalities there. And then in the new moon or solar eclipse on December 4th is happening in Scorpio per Vedic astrology. Again, not quite sure on the placement of that in Western astrology, but I think it is still Scorpio. But I could be wrong on the Western astrology, but definitely know it's Scorpio for Vedic, because Western astrology is about 24 degrees ahead of Vedic astrology, if that makes sense. But yeah, it's time to take action. You know. And look, also, you're very close to achieving your goal. So it's just going to take some adjustments, because you may know like the general vibe or direction you're going, but maybe not all the specifics. But you will adjust those as you go. And this is the third quarter moon. So about, I don't know, maybe about a week. Is it about a week before the full moon is about the 3/4 moon, I do believe, or third quarter moon. So about a week. So between the solar eclipse and that full moon in December is when you're really making some changes or adjustments to the actions you're taking. Yeah. But you're showing up from a more authentic place than you were before, and you're not settling for anything less, because to do so would insult your soul, and we're not about that life over here. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, I have a grounding sheet on my bed. Star Mission Tarot says, Jesse, that grounding mat may make you feel groggy and tired tomorrow. It's a good thing. Yes. Yeah, it can definitely have that effect. Period. Hey, boss. So sorry. I got grounded and now I can't move. Yeah. But, like, at least you're vibing high, right? Go, Jesse. All right. Pika Lee is next. And then we have Brianna. And then Jadic. And then we had another donation came in from Kirsten. Oh, no. Jamie, then Kirsten. Oh, no. I lied. I'm a liar that lies. Burma, then Jamie, then Kirsten. Oh, and look. Ethan's got me covered. I don't even need to worry. Thank you so much, Ethan. Ethan, add your name to the list. Thank you. All right. We're just on a vibe with this deck tonight. I don't know what it is. I need some water, though. I'm a liar that lies. Yeah. I am a lying liar that lies, but not on purpose. I didn't mean to lie. But me saying Burma was not included was a lie. Maury Povich and his lie detector determined that was a lie. High vibe chat tonight on a Wednesday night. Who is up? We have Pika Lee up, and then we got Brianna B Degree on deck, and then you are after her, Jadic, at least as far as my list. And then after that, we got Burma. Then we got Jamie. Then we got Kirsten, and then we got Ethan. All right. You want to be included. Yes, totally. Okay. Pika Lee says, I've been receiving very loving energy lately from coworkers, friends, and family. I keep getting this feeling of romance coming soon. Is this connected to the soulmate future love interest? Has he been sending messages to me, especially in dreams? I'm getting a big yes. Especially with the whole dream and, that Roman lifetime or what? No, it was Greece, wasn't it? Yeah, it wasn't Rome. It was like Greece. I think we tuned into that past life for you last live stream, which was what? Had to have been Wednesday because I was not live Saturday. I took a self-care Saturday. Yeah, Greece, that's right. Yeah, you definitely, absolutely, yes, yep, Did I say yeah, yep, yeah, yeah, yeah. You really are tuning into him in the dream state, and he can feel it. You can feel it. Higher selves are involved. Like it's a whole thing. Yeah, things are really good. This is like emotional contentment, fulfillment at work, at home, with your family members, with your friends. Like this is the vibe right now for you. And this is beautiful because you have just really leveled up and you're ready for a new beginning in love. Yes, you are. Let's get a message from this soulmate's higher self. Let's just see where his, incarnated version is at energetically and what's going on with him. Yeah. Like I always say when I pull this world card in this deck, it does have a very full energy in and of itself. And then you also got the Fool, which is both of those very full vibes. But it's almost like she took the leap and like she landed and is just living the dream. Look at that. But this is the closing out of that old cycle of, where is my love? Are they coming in? That's not a real song. I just made that up. Copyright patented. Don't try to copy me because I'm amazing. I'm just kidding. But like your hard work is paying off. Very soon, your hard work is paying off. But again, timelines on my channel. I don't give timelines anymore because to me, when Spirit says very soon, when I first awakened and there's all this stuff about the event and the new earth and everything, you're like, it's happening soon. There was even a channel back in the day called The Event is Coming Soon, and it had robot voices and it was really scary, but like I was here for it and it really did something to my shadow in like a good way though. And that was back in 2016. And they kept saying, these things are happening soon, 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 soon. And so much of what they've talked about still hasn't happened yet, but it still feels very, very imminent. But again, 2016 was 5 years ago, but to Spirit, that's soon. So grain of salt with that. But yeah, his hard work is paying off. So he may have just gotten some sort of raise or promotion. Like he's living pretty good right now and just experiencing some good things. He just said good riddance to someone or something in his life. Like he's past some negativity, past some energy that was really, he felt like it was holding him back. He's ready to put himself out there and communication, good communication coming in and clarity. This is a very beautiful clarity card. Just realizing, I'm meant for more. I need more. I deserve more. And he's getting that clarity that he's sought in his life. And he wants to start putting himself out there more energetically and like in a communication sort of way. But let's just see for Pika Lee. Any hints as to like what's coming up in love for her? If this is what's going on? Well, interesting. Because we had the Page of Swords. So this is just you communicating to God, the universe, your friends, your family, just what you want and what you expect. Speaking your wishes into reality is basically what I'm getting with the vibe of this Queen of Swords here. And not settling for any more Leo energy. Not like Leo in general, but like the Leo and the Scorpio. Like the Leo and the Scorpio in your life. The player energy or the ish or get off the pot. I'm done with that. Like no more. We're leaving that behind because this next person is definitely, it's like once they're in your life, the end. Like there is no going back for them or for you. Like it's just new chapter starts right now. Not even new chapter, like whole new book, whole new series of books starts right now. Done playing in that past energy. But I think it's just going to come after a time of introspection, which doesn't it always? Just you really feeling into just being a single queen for a while and really knowing your worth and, just doing you for a while and having fun with friends and family members and just really enjoying this season of life, because it's not going to be like this forever, and you will have another person in your life very soon that you're going to then have to run things by, or get input on, and just enjoy just being completely free of having to check in and all of that. But on the back of the deck, you got the Lovers. So yeah, it's written all over. All over. Oh, thank you, Michelle Lynn. We got another donation for Michelle Lynn, please. Thank you, Ethan, if you could put it on the list. I think part of that sentence was out of order, but I think you know what I meant. When I get excited, I mix things up. And that's just how I roll. But yeah, there is union coming in soon. Again, soon could be 3 minutes from now, 5 years from now. Spirit is really weird with their timelines. Let's just get a spiritual message. I'm really feeling like just calling in, anything, because you're on a beautiful spiritual path right now. Let's just get some guidance on your spiritual path. Yeah. You might even find some new modalities or new ways to practice your spirituality, new forms of divination, or maybe you find a new really beautiful spiritual book that just, or get some spiritual downloads of your own that really put your life in a new trajectory. Not that where you're at right now isn't great, because it sure is, but like there's new stuff coming in that's going to alter your life in a beautiful way, even more leveled up than you are now. Yes, I've been having so much fun with loved ones, and work has gotten so much better that I'm having fun again. Yeah, and that vibe is just amplifying out to, next love interest, soulmate / future love, whatever you want to call that person. It's radiating out because they have recently done the same, because this is the energy they were playing in right now when I asked earlier. The Nine of Pentacles, hard work paying off, and a new cycle, and just being done with all the past crap. Vibes. You're mirrors of each other so much right now, but you have the Moon Maiden. New beginnings on your spiritual journey. And yeah, the 41 adds up to a 5. Big changes coming to your spiritual journey. And I have a feeling this has to do with you just leveling up your gifts, or receiving more information, and you trusting that information inherently more than you do now. Even you're bringing it online so much more, and it's your spiritual side is just going to feel like you. Like, it's not even going to be like, well, I'm going to go do my spiritual practice, then I'm going to go to work, then I'm like, it's just all spiritual practice. Like, that's how much you're leveling up in your life. Like, your whole life feels like a walking spiritual practice, which is, sign me up. Like, yes. And look, he's confirming dreams. And he's going to be sending you more messages in dreams. Beautiful. And especially near the full moon. I'm really honing in on that full moon there. Interesting too, though, because we have like the full moon and then a reflection of like, someone remind me what phase this is. It's actually, so it's waxing. It's gaining after the new moon. So slightly waxing. I couldn't tell because it's backwards. What you guys see is kind of backwards, at least from my perspective. Yeah. So yeah, this is like a slightly waxing moon. So between the waxing phase all the way to the full moon phase, that's really where I see you have the most like psychic dreams, or precognitive dreams, or just visitation dreams from your future person. Yeah. So I hope that resonated. I actually just want to get one more. We're going to go to this deck. All right. One more for Pika-Lee. It's so exciting I can't leave. Yeah, that's exactly. You've really owned your power. You have stepped into the light, and you're just not afraid to shine anymore, and you don't care who is threatened by your light. If it blinds them, go buy some sunglasses. Ray-Ban, I got their number on speed dial because I'm just shining my light. So here's the number. Go buy yourself a pair. That's like how you're showing up, unapologetically. And the number 19, that adds up to 10. New beginning, again. New beginning. So you think things are good now. Just let them keep coming on in. Just keep coming on in, because, yeah, that's where you're at right now. That's what's going on up in here. And these are all sorts of mixed up. Oh, well. Yes, Pika-Lee. I love it. That's exciting stuff. So, yes. Yeah, so many 10s. You may even see 1010 on the clock. I saw 10:10, 11:11, and 12:12 today. And the interesting thing was my phone really wasn't around me. I just pick it up randomly right at that time because the notification lit it up. It like got my attention, and I'm like, oh wow, interesting. So I spent most of my day in editing hell over on that computer. I love being more creative with my editing, but like the suckage of my computer just does not allow it, and I had to export things in 3 sections to actually get it to export without crashing the whole computer. Yeah. First world problems. But yeah, so anytime I don't just do tabletop down view, but I try to mix it up with close-ups and cool like lightly flashes and stuff, like I'm then rewarded with all the task of having to export it 4 times over, because I have to export 3 sections and then create a new file where I put all of them in and then export that. It's a thing. 11 people in the chat. All right. So up next we got Brianna, and then we've got Jadic, and then we've got Burma. Right. We're cooking right on through. Right on through to the other side. I'm doing a lot of singing tonight. I don't know. I'm just in a good mood. I don't know. Can I get guidance, clarity, and messages for the immediate future for Brianna, please? Spirit, what's going on for Brianna? Hopefully some good news. I've been getting a lot of good stuff tonight. Ooh, they're telling me to take it, so here we go. Ooh, okay. So I don't know if there's something going on in your love life. We've got a soulmate card, 2 of Cups vibes, and we've got a King of Cups, which is be a water sign. I mean, the person doesn't necessarily have to be a water sign, but this usually doesn't always, though, have to represent a male in your life. Doesn't always, though. So that'd be your Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio person, but again, they may not have their sun there. It could be their moon, their, I don't know, ascendant, other planets. Lunar, the card you pulled, said Chiron, and the card Amanda pulled had a lion, and my Chiron is Leo. There you go. That's so cool. Sorry, my dog is barking out there. But Brianna, there's something going on with the emotional aspect of your relationship. But it's like you are finding new ways of communicating with this person or connecting to this person, especially like in a spiritual way. Or maybe this is shaking up, but there is balance coming back if that is the case. Or if this is not like a significant other, this could just be someone in your life that you kind of felt emotionally disconnected from, or something has kind of went off the rails with emotion, or just feeling connected to them in some way. But things are working out behind the scenes. Like Spirit's got your back with this, whatever you're going through. Justice will be served. So whoever is quote unquote right, that will be known. That will be known to everybody who was right. But they're saying it's complicated. Like they're like, it's complicated. So let's feel into this. What's complicated here? What's going on for Brianna? Ooh, wow. There's another masculine energy. Again, doesn't have to be a man, but like someone showing up in masculine energy. You have 2 kings. So this might feel like you're being dominated by masculine energy in your life, or just people coming at you with their whatever. And the 10 of Swords, you're very overwhelmed. Just like, this is a sad card. Like this, maybe even feeling stabbed in the back or deceived by someone, because this person's running off the card here like, gotcha, sucker, I'm out of here. But again, like, justice is being served here. Whatever's going on for you, the rights are being wronged, at least on an energetic level. But like, whoever was actually right here, people are going to know that. Whatever it is, people are going to know that. What else is going on for Brianna? So wants to come out. We 3 kings. We've got 3 kings. You can't make this up. What is going on with all this masculine energy here? Holy cow. 3 kings. So maybe your stability or security has kind of come under fire. Your emotional self has felt, you've either felt very emotional, or like you've been emotionally shut out by someone. Maybe someone coming at you even with harsh words. Like especially with this card, it's like on all fronts, someone has really done number, or you're just you're just over something. Like something's going on and you're just like, I just want nothing to do with this. Oh, I'm so sorry, Brianna. What else is going on? Yeah, Four of Cups. It's like maybe someone you're dealing with, especially masculine energy, it's like they can't see what's right in front of them. They can't see that Ace of Cups, that emotional offering of love that you're trying to give this person. They can't see it because they're so focused on whatever it may be that's in front of them. Which is interesting too. I thought this was interesting because he's so focused on the Three of Cups, which is celebration and soul family and happiness and collaboration and contentment. But like, he doesn't look very happy about it. It's like he can't even see what's right in front of him. And then this to me really reads as you, like, I just do not see me. Like, look what I'm trying to offer here, and you can't even see it. And again, this doesn't have to be a significant other if that doesn't resonate. This just could be like life in general. Like, just why can't everyone see what's going on here? Like, I can see it like so well, and no one else can see it. All right, what else is going on here? Brianna, please, Spirit. Oh, here we go. Wow. Okay, yeah. Speechless. What? Wow. How? I don't think, I mean, technically it's not a king, it's an emperor, but like, the king of kings, basically. The emperor is above the kings. It's like, there's a lot of masculine stuff going on, or maybe even you feeling like you really have to be in your masculine, go get it, grind, working hard. But yet, at the same time, there's not a lot of, like, you're not seeing a lot of benefit of all that you put in right now. At least for right now. Maybe in the past you have, and definitely in the future you will. But like right now, you either feel like you have to be so in your masculine side that you can't even take a break, can't even sleep, eat. Like, you're so overwhelmed with all this masculine energy, either with you or other people, or probably both. I'm really picking up it as both. Get one more. My boyfriend is so perfect for me, yet so unempathic at the wrong times, which is right now. Oh, I'm so sorry. Let's get a read on that. Like, what's going on with this, or any words of advice from Spirit on how Brianna can feel her way through this. These two want to come out. Well, you're getting a victory here. Like I said, those rights are being wronged. I think he's going to see the error of his ways, so to speak. There's something going on that I just don't think he can see it. I mean, he's literally concentrating on it, focusing on it, but like he doesn't get it on a deeper level. It's like he can see the surface of it, but like doesn't get it on that deeper level. And you're like, how can you not see it on a deeper level? It's right in front of you. Yeah. But justice is coming, and you will be recognized as the victor here. Not that it's all about, oh, I win, you lose. That's not what Spirit's trying to show, but you will feel like you are victorious in whatever's going on here. So either you're able to work these things out and actually have him say, oh, I didn't see it that way before. Or you're just finding a way to find your own victory in this. But you have the Knight of Swords, so something is shifting very quickly for you to be able to get to this victory, this justice that you desire here. So things are shifting. Let's get one more. What exactly is, could you give us an idea of what's shifting here that Brianna is going to get her just desserts in this situation? Yeah, lies or illusions. Using your own intuition to know that maybe certain things or people in your life aren't right for you, or the ways that you're going about certain things aren't working anymore, so finding new ways. But you're not playing small. I mean, that is the theme of the night when this card comes out. You're no longer playing small or just accepting things at face value anymore, because you can't accept things at face value like maybe certain people in your life can. Where is that card? It's hiding. Okay, we've got so many cards out. I don't even know. Here we are. Like, you can't pretend that you don't see celebration and love and oneness here. When you're holding the Ace of Cups, that's self-love. So going within, using your own intuition, your own discernment to go within and really feel your way through this. Because there's so much masculine energy here. That's external stuff. That's really focusing on the external. And what's needed to balance all this masculine out, because you're balancing it out. is some feminine. This is mother energy too. Mama Monica. Let's get a message from Mama Monica. Mother energy. She just wants to hold her baby and say it's gonna be okay. Let's see. Let's get a message from Mama Monica, please. For Brianna. Why am I so confused? Do I take it? Do I not? I'm going to take it, but this one's calling me too. For a second, I'm like, do I take it? Do I not? I see all of your thoughts. So your mom is all up. You're up in your head. That's why I was like, do I take it? Do I not? You might be really confused. Or maybe 1 minute you're having a thought about like, well, I guess this is it. And like almost like victim, like in a victim mode. But then the next moment you're like, no, I don't have to settle for this. I can do this thing. But she sees all your thoughts. Like she can even influence your thoughts by giving you a loving thought every once in a while. So when you really do get that beautiful dose of motherly energy coming in, know that it's her. Know that it is her. And especially in this situation that you're going through right now, you have nothing to feel guilty about. You're leveling up. You're rising to the occasion here. We were on the same, oh wait, I think I missed something. He listens and cares, but his character doesn't allow him to be empathetic or empathic. Empathetic, yeah, that's the word. At times, yet I am an empath. Yeah, that can be difficult. Definitely. So we are on the same spiritual level. He's not used to me. And I'm not used to him. He is my divine, but we are finally seeing each other. I have been missing her all day. Oh. Yeah, things will look up. Let's just get a word of advice from Archangel Michael deck as well. Words of advice or just anything else for Brianna. Ask Archangel Michael to help you with the situation. Ask Mama Monica. Ask Archangel Michael. Ask God, your guides, source, your higher self. Get that spirit team in because we don't have to do it alone. Not that we are anyway, but like sometimes we can feel very alone in certain situations, but just you taking that step to call on your spirit team to help you through these more difficult days, that will really help. But I already see, with that Knight of Swords that we did get, I see things are shifting very quickly. But yeah, you are. Oh, Mama Monica came out. Oh no, I dropped so many cards just now. So many. I'm gonna have to take a little intermission and literally clean these up. Oh, that's so cool that she came out for you as well. Never down ever, but today was different than most. Yeah, it's been some heavy energy it's been amazing, uplifting energy, but sometimes with all of this uplifting, heavy energy, it brings our vibration up. So those lower vibe things, just the things maybe we settle for that don't really resonate with us, but like we overlook things or we just give grace to things, those things become very spotlighted when that higher energy is coming in because we're leveling up. Some of these rungs, it's almost like those stair master things like at the gym. Those rungs are like dropping off and disappearing. So those lower rungs or those lower states of vibration that we can all get into as humans are starting to really drop off, or us existing more time in those lower vibrations are starting to drop off because we're spending more time in neutral to higher vibrations. I truly am. Oh, and I read that. I think I took it out on my divine. Grief is so heavy. Yeah. I mean, it can be, grief is a whole thing. And it's not something, it's like, well, I've grieved. Okay, I'm done. I'm over it. But like, it just keeps coming back, comes cycling around again and again. Let me get all these cards that I dropped. All the way over here. All right. Bend and snap. I haven't seen that movie in forever. Anyone know what movie I'm talking about? Yeah, grief never seems to end. That is true. If we only knew how close they are, like if we only knew, we would just laugh, be like, oh my gosh, I'm so silly playing in this illusion of separation. But like, it's part of the human experience, that separation, isn't it? Yes, I love that movie. I have not seen that movie probably in 10 plus years. It's been a long time, but like iconic. Yeah, I was gonna say, if Mama Monica doesn't sing, she had just her laugh could carry on, like it could echo off of mountains. Like that's like there's a power in her voice. If she wasn't a singer, she was definitely a laugher, like a belly laugher. I love that. Oh, I could feel it. All right, here we go. We put these away, and then up next we've got JTick. Go ahead and post your question. And then after that, we've got Burma in the house. Welcome, Julianne. Welcome, welcome. I thought I saw Jessie say something about Patreon a minute ago. Maybe it was a while ago. Oh, deja vu with her reading, and I'm sorry, I try to be rude, but girl, dance, dance, dance. Aw. Yeah, I figured out the Patreon schedule. Now if I can remember what it was. I think, well, the conspiracy or whatever, it's a tie right now between the agenda, I'm not going to say the word because censorship, and the spiritual and energetic perspective of the in the arm agenda. And the other one we have is the Michael Jackson, his life, death, and afterlife, channeling and reading, basically. So we have a tie going over on Patreon between those for our Wednesday, the 17th. And actually, just because of how many late nights I've had lately, I'm trying to schedule some things more during the day. So that one will actually be during the day. And then I just confirmed, I had actually the healing team. I call her to Lunar, Katrina the healing lady. It's 911 on my clock. Who I've been having some major breakthroughs with her and her husband. They're like a healing team to help reprogram the subconscious mind, and really, it's been helping so much. But what I'm doing is I was going to have those guys on for November, but she's kind of overwhelmed with her schedule, so she asked to be postponed to a later month, like December, maybe possibly January, but probably December. And so I just scheduled in for Victoria Grace to do our reading, and this will be, I think it's it's Tuesday. I think it's the 23rd of November, 22nd, no, 23rd, 24th, somewhere in there. It's a Tuesday at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. We're going to be learning about human design. So those of you who've heard of human design, I know some of you here are on Patreon, so you can enjoy some of that. Yeah, we have so much fun, and both of those I think will be on Zoom so that we can open it up for you guys to ask questions and all that. Be fun. All right, JTick already posted his question, and I'm just sitting here rambling. Okay, let me go back up. Jacob, September 12th, 96, and Kaylee, July 23rd of 2001. Will we get back together? Thanks. Okay, let's feel into this for JTick, please. Shit. All right, what's going on? Will they get back together? Please, Spirit. Ooh, we got some action coming in hot. Okay. Wow. Well, we had some pretty heavy stuff go on in the past, the breakup, because we've got the 10 of Wands and the Tower. So to me, this feels like you were the one that ended things because there were just so much. I mean, this is deception, this is deceit, this is lies, this is, someone not living up to their end of the deal combined together. And then on the back of the deck, 7 of Wands, feeling like you have to defend yourself, or, this person's lies or deceit. Oh, she cheated. Yeah, okay. There you go. If that ever was cheating right there, that is an ending. But let's feel into if there is a getting back together. I mean, the Tower can be the ending, obviously, of that relationship, but it can also be a new beginning. We can look at it that way. But I'm actually going to include these back in the deck just to see if they come out again. And we specifically ask, will there be a getting back together or a reconciliation for Jacob and Kaylee, please? Ooh. Wow. We got 2 major arcana, the 4 and the 5. So it's like if you do get back together, it's going to be under a new regime or a new operation. You're not going to have the same relationship you had before. There's going to be a lot of changes, a lot of differences, but this would be for the best because there needs to be a level of trust established back in this. And I think you would have to be the one to kind of orchestrate this or be the one to reach out first. I won't even say be the one to reach out first because I think she could reach out first, but you would have to be the one to either say yay or nay on taking her back because she was the one that messed up. Whether or not you're the one that broke it off, even though I still feel it was you, you have to be the one to say, yes, let's try this again, or no, no, thank you, whatever it is, you're blocked. Okay. And this might even be a, because this is a very traditional card, a breakup usually means a breakup and gone for good. But let's just feel into this. Because I still can really feel a lot of energy that she's projecting in your direction. Yeah, you're blocked and she cheated. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, she's coming at you, bro. Like, even if you're blocked, it's like she has another account where because she's still very emotionally connected to you. She's the one kind of creeping on your social media or just checking you out, or if you have mutual friends, she's always asking in roundabout ways about you. She's still very energetically latched on to you. Let's see what else is going on here. Oh, you see her in your dreams. Yeah, that could even be an indication. And look, you're feeling like you have to defend yourself. She's bringing so much masculine energy in your direction. It's no wonder you're dreaming about her. Especially if in the dream she's kind of the one taking control of things and making things happen in the dream. Wow. But yeah, especially with all this emotion involved, there may even be a need for cord cutting. I don't know if you've heard of a cord cutting meditation. But yeah, you can look into that. I have a cord removal meditation coming. It's been pending very soon. But again, Amanda's definition of soon and Spirit's definition of soon are very on par. Because I've been talking about that since December of last year, and I need to get on it. Yeah, but look, you may be getting communication from her eventually because she does want to bring this back to life. She wants to collaborate in a relationship with you again, and she might be the one first reaching out. And I think it would have to be that way if she's got you blocked on her main account that's not lurking. Because I'm saying main account because she's got a lurker account. I don't know if you have received some random friend request on something that it's her. It's her, but maybe it's some other girl's pictures and you're just I don't know. In a weird way, I want her back. I feel like we are soulmates, but I'm hurt. Yeah. And soulmates don't always have to be for a lifetime. They can just be for a season of life or a lesson in life. A lot of times our soulmates will sign up to do dastardly things for us to learn from and grow from. But let's just see if maybe there's an energetic cord attached that is creating this desire for you to get back to her. Yeah, I can totally, she may even be, I don't think she's smart enough to figure this out. She may even be watching this reading right now, but energetically she can feel this, I think. Yeah, yeah, she's got some energetic, it's like an energetic vampire kind of vibe going on with you. And that's why you feel like you can't move on from her. You want her back. But you can see that how things went, that wasn't healthy. That wasn't good the way she treated you. So I think the potential to rebuild is here. But I think it's going to be a lot of work because she does do a lot of just backdoor dealings in her life. The cheating thing, sneaking up, lurking on your social medias. There's just a lot. She's got a very immature feminine energy that's projecting as very masculine. Let's ask if you should move on. Yeah, let's put all these cards back so we can get a full deck read if you should move on. But I actually also want to get I'm feeling, ultimately, I'm going to say yes. Ultimately, for your highest good, for you to deserve someone who would never even think to cheat on you, I would say absolutely yes. But that still doesn't negate the fact that you feel that love for her, that she is a soulmate. I can definitely feel that. But She has some growing up to do. Literally and figuratively speaking, she's got some growing to do. But let's just see if it would be in Jay's best interest to move on, or if they should work this out. Okay, should Jay move on, please? Or should he hold out and try to work this out with Kaylee? Because I see, like, her wanting children with you, or wanting a life with you, wanting a family with you, and she realizes how bad you done messed up. Like, she knows. She knows she did. But, like, I don't know if she's sorry enough to completely admit her mistakes. And it's interesting, too, because I asked, should you move on? We got yes, success. Yes, I think it would be your best bet. And it said, should you work through this? It says you're ready. And I'm really taking this actually that you're ready to start healing from this connection and moving on. But I will clarify that just so there's no confusion. No room left for interpretation. Please, Spirit, be clear with this. Should they try to work things out? Jacob and Kaylee, please, Spirit. Ask for help from others and take action. But I'm seeing this horse ride away. This horse is riding away from the situation rather than to it. So I'm saying your best bet would be to move on. But yet, at the same time, there is that potential or possibility for you to, pick up where you left off, but like in a whole new way. But I don't know that even then it would end well, or you would have longevity, because there's going to be this underlying untrustworthiness going on with her. I think for the rest of the relationship, if you did get back together. So I think as far as moving on, maybe just doing some self-love, self-care, some healing, some cord-cutting meditations, just to kind of, not just kind of, but like really rid yourself of her energy. And I think that desire or wish for her to come back is going to start to fade pretty quickly. If he does these meditations and really works to focus healing on his own journey and his own love, will that help sever this connection? Well, you've got the success. You've got the death card. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Literally, cord cutting. If you cut these cords, that will put the death to your desire to even try to reignite this flame. You will have the victory and success and recognition. Look at all these worthy admirers back here. This is you in this instance, pretend. And all of these people are admiring, wow, I wish I could be with Jacob, like that's what you have. Because look, you have ultimate happiness, fulfillment with someone who would never, ever, ever even think of cheating on you, let alone actually do it. So yes, there's a potential that you could get back together, but I don't see it being long term. If you want this is coming from another soulmate connection, another person. I'm missing like all the chat today. I'm just so in the zone with these messages coming through. But I hope you guys are having fun. You're welcome, Jadic. Absolutely. I'm sorry. I mean, it's kind of, you can choose. Like, you were that emperor energy. You're very in charge of what happens next. But I think you taking your power back and saying, no more siphoning my energy. Quit snooping on me. And just cutting those cords, or removing those cords, doing meditation, just working to heal and be a single guy for a while. I think that is your best bet for your ultimate happiness. But if she does come crawling back, I mean, that might happen. That could still happen. It's still a potential in the timelines that we've tapped into tonight. But again, best path to follow, I would say, to be a whole new slate with a whole new soulmate. Big hugs, Jacob. You got this. All right, up next we got Burma. Then Jamie, then Kirsten, then Ethan. And then we've got Michelle Lynn and Julianne. Yeah, so Jamie, Kirsten, Michelle Lynn, or no, Ethan, Michelle Lynn, Julianne. Did we get those ones on the list? I'm not sure, Ethan. They may have told you. I don't know that I read. I thought I read Michelle Lynn, but I don't know that I read Julianne's out. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I'll remember now. It's been a minute ago. Thank you so much, Ethan. I appreciate it. All right, Burma, you're on deck, my dear. Or no, you're now up. You're up. And then on deck, we got Jamie Wilson. All right. Burma's back in the nick of time. Look at her. Oh, you're dropping the mic for the night. Well, you have a beautiful rest. I will see you tomorrow night at your mentor session, Jessie. I'm excited to catch up and hear all the things. All right. So we've been live 2 hours, 24 minutes, and 30 seconds. Look at us go. It's squeaking at me tonight. Okay. Love you too, Jessie. Have a good night, soul sister. I just love the love you all have for each other. Oh, yours is in the donation. Okay, I will look into that. I should know that with you, Burma, shouldn't I? Scott and a past life, please. Yeah, let's feel into this. All right, Scott, let's get Burma a message and then tune into past life. Let's find a past life with you and Scott again. I thought that was fun, but one that's affecting your life here too now. Okay, so first let's just get a message from Scott for Burma. Aww. Some good reward is coming in. Maybe someone wanting to help you out. Maybe this is Scott. I think he always shows up with the Six of Pentacles, like he's working very closely behind the scenes to help you manifest your dreams. But this to me feels business related. It's not like he's giving you money, but like he's opening doors of opportunity, or pulling his strings behind the scenes to open doors of opportunity, maybe to bring clients in or help you shift the way you do business and expand it in some way. I think that's maybe been on your radar lately, because he's telling me he's going like this. Ways to really expand. I don't know if you felt kind of stagnant in your work lately, or if things just haven't really been that busy, or what's going on, because I haven't actually talked to you too much lately, which is my bad. I've been going through some crazy ups and downs and just trying to keep my head above water with my work. But yeah, I haven't been very busy. Yeah, but things, it's like this is a good time for you to be able to plan and allow for new opportunities to come in. So that's good. Even though it kind of feels like, I kind of wish business was better right now. But yeah, this is about communication. You're going to be hearing from people soon. And there might even be like predominantly male energy coming toward you in business. But Knight of Pentacles, you're taking a new trajectory in your business. I see things changing a little. Oh, good. Yeah, good. But yeah, it's like you've taken this Ace of Pentacles off the belt here, and you're ready to take it in a new direction. But again, this is kind of a patience card, because this is the slowest moving Knight. But this is also, though, the most stable and financially abundant Knight, because this Knight takes their time. They plan everything out. Even if the plans change somewhere along the way, like that Knight is on it. Like that Knight is like, oh, I can see this obstacle coming, so I'm going this way. And they don't have to crash and burn. They can plan ahead and figure it out as they go. But yeah, you will be able to, this is like marketing, media, being able to get the word out about whatever it is you're doing or expanding your business toward. And maybe even having like a masculine energy, a friend, very spiritual person, though. I'm picking up a spiritual male friend, or if it's not a male, it's like someone showing up in their masculine energy, wanting to offer help to you, or say, hey, I know a couple of clients that you could have, or I know a good place to advertise for your services, or whatever it is. Let's get one more. Yeah, you're starting a new cycle. And this, again, really feeling the work vibe here, the work vibe with this. But if it resonates in other areas of life as well, then claim it there too. Because like I was saying earlier, it's almost like it's not just one area of life that feels a certain way. It's like it's leaking into everything, because it's like underlying collective energy for real. Oh yeah, absolutely, Jamie. I'm glad you're having fun. I'm having so much fun always over here. But yeah, it's a whole thing. But on the back of the deck, you've got the Ace of Cups. So like emotional fulfillment and love, or just a new beginning or a new cycle. Ooh, 'cause we did have that world card. A new cycle in your love life coming in, a more emotionally fulfilling cycle, but usually this comes after a bit of a minute, a bit of a butting of heads, and just kind of a bit of a trying time with significant others, or close family members, or just people in your life that you're like, let's make things better. All right, so let's tune into a past life. I actually want to change decks for that. Ooh, where are we going? We're going over here. All right, past life for Burma and Scott, please. Anything they want to bring forward? They're already showing me that Scott was a female in this life. Yeah, okay. So Scott was a female, an artist, but this to me doesn't feel like modern day like art. This is like, wow, okay, wow. So this is like Bible times, like way back. We're taking it way back. And he was the female in the relationship. I see you guys together. You have 3 children. They're all boys, very cute. Um, you had like a little. They're showing me like these like almost like terracotta kind of homes, or like I don't know, very primitive homes, but like humble homes, and still like you could keep warm and stuff. But it's almost like you had homes like kind of lined up with other people. And this is like Middle Eastern area. Um, but you were like a close knit place. Like there wasn't a lot of crime and a lot of craziness going on in your community. People, for the most part, could really vibe together and look out for each other and everything. Yeah, very deserty, very kind of terracotta colors is what I'm seeing. Like the whole scene is just terracotta, which is interesting because I don't see, I mean, the skin tone maybe, but like, I don't know. But they're showing me Scott, the wife, baking bread, making like biscuits, and um, sewing. There was a lot of sewing going on, and had like a little shop right out your front door, because I see like it's almost like sometimes too these homes, some of them were 2-story, but I see yours is a 1-story. And Scott would like literally set up shop right outside the door, and you were kind of doing the business end of it as the man in the house, and he was doing a lot of the baking of the bread and all of that. But you guys, yeah, Ace of Cups. You guys had a very loving, very back and forth relationship where it felt very equal, very balanced, very loving. Your boys were so cute. They would run around and they would make their own little things and sell them or trade them with local kids or other people. And it was just, not that life wasn't hard. I do see it was, but like you guys leaned on each other. You had so much fun together. I mean, there was this strength, even in the community. It was a harder life than, because there was a lot of manual labor kind of stuff, and having to go find water in the desert. Like it was not an easy life, but like everybody banded together and worked together to create just a homey vibe. Like the whole town was like a 10 of cups vibe. Um, yeah. And you guys really all did stand up for each other. And it was just a very gallant time. Everybody working to try to help everybody else. And there wasn't a lot of greed, although, there were those few rare apples out there that were, out for themselves and everything. But like it was a very high vibe part of the world, where maybe at the same time other communities were not at all high vibe, very 3D, very conquer and kill and maim and all sorts. But like it's almost like there was this bubble of protection around your community where all those savages just couldn't get in, and there wasn't all that destruction. Not to say that quarrels and stuff didn't happen in the town, but like they're showing me all these like stone town walls. Like you guys were almost just so high vibe for the time that it's almost like ancient Egypt times, but like less. It's weird because you would think times that came after that might have been more evolved. Like I don't know. Like I don't even know, like just me personally, Amanda, know if ancient Egypt came before or after the Bible times. Like I don't know that. Like just me. But Spirit's showing me this is a more primitive existence than say Atlantis or Lemuria or ancient Egypt, Kemet, all of that, but still very loving, very high vibe, very in the heart, living from the heart. Even the masculines would live from the heart, which is hard for a lot of, today's masculines, even today's divine feminines, to live from the heart because it's so projected external to us. But what is this showing for Burma in this life? Why did you show us this life specifically, and what does this mean for Burma in this life? Wow. Yeah. Oh. But it's hermit energy and power. So it's finding that balance between being that spiritual hermit, because maybe you don't have a lot of high vibe people that are in your day-to-day life. Of course, you have people that you've met online and, Pork Fest and all of these things, but a lot of times you feel like you're on an island. It's not at all like that life where you could walk out your door and have a very high vibe conversation with the lady next door or the man next door or the kids running around the streets playing with their sticks and their whatever. You feel maybe a lot of times like your own island, even just emotionally, like you can't connect to people in your life as deeply as you want because a lot of people around you are really operating in the 3D, and it's really hard for you. And then there is also that element of needing to pay bills, needing to literally keep the lights on. That is just like, it doesn't sit right with you to have to participate in the systems that are in place in this world, in the 3D matrix. But it's like you're finding your way through it, because Four of Pentacles in the traditional Rider-Waite is kind of like either feeling like you need to hoard your money or maybe you spend too much money. But this is a Thoth-based tarot deck, which is all about finding your power, finding your stability and your security through money or income, which is interesting because Scott really wanted to focus on your business in this life. So this is catering, you taking your business in this life, much like Scott and you did in that past life, literally taking it to the streets and finding high vibe community members, even if they're online, and maybe you're making transactions online, and maybe you're finding ways to do remote healing sessions to really open and expand, because he keeps wanting. I think I've done this like 3 times at the beginning of the reading when we were talking about your business, just expanding it in some way. And now I'm getting chills down both arms. Holy cow. Look at that. I don't know if you can see it. Might be hard to show up, but wow. Yeah, there they go. Can you see that? Kinda, maybe. I can feel them, I'll tell you that much. Wow. Yeah, you're expanding in ways. But look, abundance is coming in. Celebration. High vibe tribes, soul family members, 3 of Cups energy is bringing abundance in. By finding connections with like-minded people, you're expanding your horizon to be able to not feel so alone, but also, even in your own community, feel like you have more power over your existence. That's beautiful. So cool. Thank you, Burma. That was so cool. Thanks again for your donation. It's always an honor to read for you. Absolutely. And Jamie is next. Hope you guys are having fun still. We still got 8 people in the house. Lori's still here, cheerleading it up in the comments section, or the chat section, I should say. Thank you. Always an honor to be read by you, too. Oh, well, thank you. It's an honor to read for you as well. It feels like it. I'm feeling the love. All right. So up next is Jamie, and then on deck we've got Kirsten. And then Ethan. I think that's my list. Let me just double. No. Then we got I forgot Michelle Lynn and Julianne, because I have an old list in my comment here that I haven't entered. So Ethan's got my up-to-date list. So I know up next is Jamie. I do know that much. There's my list. Thank you, Ethan. Appreciate it. Okay. So Jamie, you wish you had my energy tonight. Thank you. Sometimes, I mean, like it's awesome. Like I can ride this high for a while, but then after this, it's 9:38 p.m. my time. But a lot of times if I am finishing a live stream at say like 11 or 11:30 maybe, like I think that maybe one of my later ones ended around midnight on a Wednesday night. I have a hard time bringing the vibe back down so I can actually like sleep. So one of the things I have to do, which I don't like to do, is to eat. Like I don't like to eat right before bed because I don't dream well. Like my body's busy trying to digest rather than heal and do all sorts of things. So like, but that's the surefire way for me to get sleepy is to eat something. So sometimes I have to do that. Other times I crash maybe sometimes right before I have to end the live stream. You guys start seeing me go a little bit. Not like I'm lowering my vibe, but like my energy levels are coming back down to reality. Because I think you can only stay tuned into that spirit socket for too long before you completely tax your nervous system, your adrenals, all sorts. Yeah. And I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. TMI for everybody, but like I drink water and go pee constantly while like during the day and even overnight. Like I'll drink so much water, like I'll get up to go pee and then I'll chug water and then of course I'll be back up peeing again. Like it's a whole thing. But when I'm live, like I don't have to. Like what is that? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe because I'm constantly talking and not drinking my water all the time. I don't know. So weird. But like I can go to the bathroom before I leave my house, and by the next time we get to just down the road, I'm like, I'm gonna just go pee real quick. All right. I know TMI, but late night woo woo Wednesday vibes. Am I right? What's going on with my next year? I just found out that I'm pregnant yesterday. Oh my gosh! Well, look at that. Awesome, Jamie. Congratulations are in order. Is it a girl? And what is happening with our family's lawsuit? Will we be able to buy a house and all? Okay, let's just ask if it's a girl. They're really keeping it gender neutral in my head. So I don't know. They might play coy because they don't want you to know, but we're going to try to see what comes up. I was wanting to say yes to a girl, but like spirit shut that down right away because my ego's like, I want her to get what she wants. But spirit's like, I don't know. So let's see. Oh, shoot. I mean, spirit does know, obviously, but you're going to find out when it's perfect timing. They don't want to spill the beans on that. I knew it. Shuffling in, I knew it, that they weren't gonna. The ego part of me wants to say yes, because, like, I'm feeling like that's what you're leaning toward what you want. But, like, no matter what it is, you're going to be happy with it. That's what they're telling me. So now I'm almost kind of leaning toward boy, but, like, yeah. That's they've locked the key and taken it out of the lock. Locked the key. That doesn't make sense. They have used the key to lock the door, I guess. Yeah. They're not letting me tell you. Why? I don't know. Because they've told other people, yeah, it's going to be a girl and this is this and this is that. But like, holy cow. Interesting times we're in over here. Maybe it's one of each. Maybe that's the reason. I don't know. Stranger things have happened, Jamie. Will we be able to buy a house and all that jazz? I love you and spirit. Thank you so much. And maybe a message from my dad. If okay. Okay. So let's see what's going on with this lawsuit. But yeah, what's happening with your family's lawsuit? But congratulations on that. That's amazing news. Bringing a new soul to the planet, like that is not small potatoes. That is amazing. Wow. So you do have 2 major arcana energies, and one of these for the family winning this lawsuit is about balance. I know it's a temperance card, but I also get a sense of justice anytime I pull a justice card, and a sense of temperance anytime I pull a justice card. Very, very similar energies, yet not, because temperance is a Sagittarius energy, and justice is a Libra energy, but they're very connected in ways to me. I don't know why. But it's funny because she's got one eye open, one eye closed, balanced. So it's like things are working out though. Because look, magician, the power is in your family's hands to win this lawsuit. And then to top that cherry off, we've got victory. You will be recognized. You will have a victory. You will win. That's exactly what the 6 of Wands is a victory card. So there's a yes for that. You definitely will win. But as far as the lawsuit and winning it, there is a sense of balance going on. It's like maybe you're only seeing part of what's going on here because one eye is closed. Let's get some clarification on if they will be able to buy that house and all that jazz. or just anything going on behind the scenes with this lawsuit they don't know about. Yeah, it just might not be the amount that you're hoping, or maybe you're getting some news that maybe it's being delayed, but this is kind of a lack card or feeling like you're not getting what you're owed or what you deserve, but because I was talking about justice being served earlier and balancing things out, it just might be balancing or tempering your expectations surrounding the lawsuit that they're bringing in, but there is victory. I mean, you're still winning. It just may not be the amount you're hoping for. Because to me, it's like this person is sitting on their money, like, I can't spend any of this money. And it looks like a winter scene out the window, yet all this heat that's in this house is just going out the window. It's like, get off your butt right here, go close that window. A, so your cat doesn't escape and get lost, and B, so you aren't so freezing cold. Because this could lead into the Five of Pentacles, which is feeling left out in the cold. So there's something going on here. I want to get another clarifier on the clarifier. What's going on with this? Four of Pentacles. Is this not getting as much as they are owed or deserve? Which I still don't see it that way, because justice will be served. Yeah, you will get. This is a yes. You're getting what you're owed. But at the same time, I don't see that it's quite the amount that you had hoped or expected, or maybe that you were told by a lawyer or something. But you're still like, you're going to be very happy about it. Like you might be disappointed for a second, like, oh, really? But like, it's still enough to do some stuff for sure. And I want to actually put these back to get a question in about, will you be able to buy the house? Yeah. I mean, you have the Magician here, so you are in control of whatever happens. So that's good news. And I just saw the Justice as I was putting that away. And then the Five of Pentacles I was talking about as I'm putting it away too. But let me get this all shuffled up for the house for Jamie. Yeah. So just temper your expectations. Be cautiously optimistic. Let's put it that way. All right. And yeah, that's exactly it. Because you are getting the house. That's a given here. You are getting the house, but it may not just be through the lawsuit, because you have the Devil coming in. But these are two major arcana energies, major transformation coming. You are getting the house, but it's not coming just as a result of the lawsuit, because it's like there's strings attached somehow with this. What is this Devil energy representing? Is this just mindset, or is this an external person or a factor? Yeah, I think it's just you limiting it to your black cat escaped from your window last year. Wow. See, Spirit's powerful the way, because I don't usually bring that aspect up. Interesting. When I pull that card, I don't ever mention that part. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. But yeah, this to me, okay. So with this Devil, this is you thinking the only way to get our house is from the lawsuit. But that's not true, because there's another opportunity as well. There's another opportunity for income that's going to help you get this house. Not to say that lawsuit isn't going to help with a big down payment or, whatever it is, because it will. But just putting all your eggs in the lawsuit basket is not it, because there's another way you can get this built. You're like, we want cars, a house. Yeah, right? It's like, let's get all our conveniences and comforts taken care of. But yeah, I mean, if you can put a big down payment on a house, that means that your actual monthly payment would be a lot less than if you didn't have a down payment for a house. Yeah, that's exactly what you're doing, because you're putting down roots somewhere new. You're taking that page or that Ace of Pentacles as the page, you're flipping the coin and deciding, are we going to do this or this? So maybe you're moving to a new place, like a new town. I mean, obviously a new house, but like maybe a new town, maybe a new location, or maybe the way that you had planned to make the house or build the house or buy the house or whatever shifts. Because you actually have more options than you know you do. Yeah, I do think you will have to pay some, but to me, I just keep hearing golden opportunity. There's a golden opportunity coming that you're going to be able to still kind of have your cake and eat it too with all of this. Very interesting stuff. Now, what is going on? Will they have to pay for some of this house, or is the lawsuit going to take care of it? Yeah, they're not being forthcoming now. Yeah. They're like, new beginning, new beginning, new beginning, new beginning, new beginning. Page of Wands. This is getting an inspiration or like taking inspired action. So I think there's an idea coming in for a way to be able to get this house, have the cake and eat it too without signing the contract with the devil kind of vibe. So I think that the lawsuit will pay a portion of it, a good portion of it. Let's see. Will this lawsuit pay a really good over 50% portion of this home? Yeah, but there might be some back and forth with the lawyers, with the courts to be able to get what you want. And that might be some of that temperance energy there. You might have had a settlement, or they'll, put the number on a paper and then they'll kind of slide it across the table to you and you're like, don't insult me with that low number. There might be a couple of those, but you're going to get enough that it does feel like you're getting, something out of it and it's a decent amount. But just trust and have faith that things are working out in divine ways, in divine timing. Might again take a little longer because you got all this pentacle energy, which is good when you're wanting to have a home. You want earth energy, you want pentacle energy. But there's an element of patience that comes because pentacles are the slowest moving suit that you've got going on here. But they're also the most secure and the most stable as well. So trust and have faith that things will be paid for and planned out and run according, and you will have an opportunity for another way to also pay on this house. You have a huge mentorship in the morning. I need my beauty rest. See you in the morning, Amanda. Yes, I can't wait to dive into it with you, Lori. I love you. Have a beautiful night. Let's see. Yeah, because I was asking, are we putting all the eggs in that lawsuit basket? And it says choose a new direction. Because look, there's your golden opportunity right there. I kept seeing that golden opportunity. So there is, yes, it is paying for a lot of it, but it's not going to be like paid in full. Here we go. Yay. On to our dream life. There's still this element of, I think on an ego, not like an ego level. Yeah. Everybody wants to win the lottery and have all these things happen, or, win a lawsuit and yay. Now our cares and woes are taken care of for a while. But I think on a soul level, Jamie, you're somebody who likes to work for what you have. Not to say you don't deserve this lawsuit, because I definitely see you do. I absolutely see you do. But I see you wanting to kind of put your own blood, sweat, and tears into this home in a way as well. So having some other opportunity to pay on it, rather than having that lump sum all at once to pay it off completely, I think is the best path for you, because then you'll feel like it's your home. And it's not that whatever the lawsuit was accrued over's home, if that makes sense. Like energetically speaking, I think you need to have your own elbow grease into some of the earnings of paying this home off, if that makes sense. I hope I didn't confuse you, but like Spirit made it very clear to me. I just don't know that I conveyed that. Awesome, Jamie. Thanks again for your donation. I hope that resonated. But yeah, girl, things are changing. Things are looking up. But just have some patience. Temper those expectations with this being, way more maybe than maybe one party said, oh, you'll definitely get at least this much. And then the other party's just like, yeah, we're not playing that game, and back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But you're still getting a fair shake. So don't feel you're going to be losing out on something that should be yours. I see you getting a fair shake. So yay. All right, Kirsten's turn, and then Michelle Lynn, and then Julianne, and then Ethan. And I am going to be closing donations right now because it's almost 10 o'clock my time. Stephanie donated as well, which we will absolutely honor. Let's get Stephanie on the list, please. And I'm going to close these listies. Remove that message. Okay, so I'm going to add Steffers to my list. Steffers 111. Okay. Oops. Not spell that right. I don't know if I put too many ones or not enough. I don't know. But here we go. So I need to post that donations are closed. Donations closed. I'm going to pin that. And we will get into Kirsten's question, which she's already got up. Look at that. Should I stick with marital counseling or go through a divorce? What will my life be like after the divorce if I go through with it? Okay. Let's get a yes, no. Well, they're very convoluted at times. As far as stick with the counseling and try to continue with the marriage or divorcing. Okay, continuing with the marriage, please. Divorcing. Is this in the best interest for Kirsten, please, for her highest good? Ooh. So as far as continuing with the counseling, we have get more information. So there's still unknown information. They just showed me the moon card in tarot. So there may be just, you're not operating to make your choices with all of the information, if that makes sense. So it's almost like, it's almost to me like you are believing lies that he's telling you. Maybe like, oh, I'll change, or, I never did that. It's like you're operating on false sense of security here with maybe some things he said or done or said he would do or said he would whatever, and he just hasn't delivered on those yet. And as far as asking if the divorce would be the best bet for your highest good, yeah, gaslighting for days. That's absolutely right, Ethan. In the near future, it says for the divorce. So again, using your own intuition, your own discretion. Don't just, believe some girl on the internet as far as your best interest. But Spirit is coming in double to say, yeah, your best interest would be to remove your energy from him because he's not going to change. You're the one, I think, that has made so many changes and done a lot of healing and grown spiritually enough that you realize that this energy is very discordant for you to be in. But he's not going to change because he's got a perfect situation. He can treat you however he wants and you're still going to stay. That's how he sees it. Of course, he's operating under false pretenses too if he's going to believe that forever. Because eventually you're going to get fed up and leave is really the main timeline that I'm seeing, or the most optimum timeline for your highest good, Kirsten. Especially if you want to have those children, because they're like, we're not touching his family line with a 10-foot pole. And they're still very adamant about that. They are coming in very strong. Interesting. Okay. So what does Kirsten need to know about her future with or without this husband? Just what are we doing here? What's going on? How can she do things after the divorce? You're going to have your victory. You're going to be able to have the divorce and be able to live a much better life without his energy with you. But this is not like kind of cutting your losses and licking your wounds. Like you're galloping into the horizon. Like, yeah, you're happy about this ultimately. Thank you. He can be emotionally abusive, very tired of it. Yeah. And he's not going to stop anytime soon. And Spirit, in fact, is saying he's just getting started. Like, I don't know how many years you've been together or how long you've been together, but they're showing me like by year 20 together, you're going to completely forget who you are because he's got you so wrapped up in his emotional control. You're going to lose yourself in it. And maybe you have at points, but you keep digging your way out. And I think eventually you will dig your way out so much that you're like off into the sunset. Whole new vibe, whole new way. Yes. Yeah. Because the star comes after the tower and you got the star here. This is wish fulfillment, but you're not going to get that wish fulfillment with him. But let's ask for the divorce. You started having suicidal thoughts because of it lately. Yeah, that is some dark energy. And they're not your thoughts. It's like his energy or just the vibe around him. He may even have like entity attachments, like dark attachments to him that cause him to, not that he can't take responsibility for the way he treats you, but that cause him to do things that maybe even his ego self wouldn't do. And this is the thing with this stuff. There was just a big explosion out my window. Like, I don't know if it's a gunshot, a firework, I don't know. But like that does not happen in November in Montana. So that's really weird. But what Spirit was showing me right before that is him just escalating his behavior because of this dark energy around him. And maybe things that you never would have thought he would do 2 years ago or 3 years ago, he's now doing. And yeah, let's just see, as far as Kirsten getting out of this relationship, divorcing, moving forward with her life, what's in her best interest to know at this time about that timeline. Yeah. And I think the biggest thing standing in your way is that manipulation. It's that devil energy. That's his energy. That's these attachments. This is dark energy. Yeah, more controlling. He can't hang out with anyone. He doesn't want me. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. This is just gonna go bad to worse at this point. He's already just tightening his grip of control. Like I can feel the darkness of it. And this is what spirit wants to offer you. Through a divorce, this is what you get. You get wish fulfillment. You get the star, the hope, the love, the excitement. You get a victory. You get recognition. You get to help other people. You get children. I mean, there's a little girl right here, and then a little baby being held back there. You're not getting that through him. And I think we've been down this road with readings before, and yeah. My heart goes out to you, Kirsten, because this is dark, dense, heavy energy. And it gets you confused or kind of intoxicated by it because it's like a cycle keeps circling back. And you're done. You're done with that. Because right as I said that, and I looked at my clock thing, my countdown or count up for how long I've been live, it said 3 hours right on the dot. 3:00:00. So a 3 is a completion. A 3 is a closing out of an old cycle so that you can do something more emotionally fulfilling, more creative. And the 3 does, with that creativity, it does really resonate with the sacral chakra, creating children, creating life. Because you deserve that. This is a marriage, a happy home, children, pets, family, love. That's what you'll get after divorce. So divorce doesn't mean, well, that's it for Kirsten, no more love. No, because there is a soulmate connection that wants to come in after this connection with the husband is said and done. Because new cycle, new home, new home. But we've got love, we've got money, we've got marriage, we've got happiness, we've got the star, which we have as a card here. Like all good things want to come to you. But first you need to, in the collective reading I actually did on my Patreon, there was this beautiful analogy that Spirit gave me, or this beautiful vision of, when you go fishing, there's like that red and white bobber on top of the water. And when the fish comes, it kind of bobs it down beneath the surface a little bit. But someone like your husband, that energy will be like that fish, just dragging it way down. And you're like, you just lose yourself. Like you're just along for the ride. You're just under. But the second you cut that rope, what happens? Or that fishing line, what happens? That doesn't just get lost and navigate around. It goes right to the surface because it's meant to float. It's meant to rise above. It's meant to shine. But when something's dragging it down, it's almost up to this bobber, or you in this case, Kirsten, to cut those cords, to cut it and release yourself from it. Yeah, that's exactly how Spirit was showing me this. You're just completely underwater in this. Completely underwater. But let's just see if we can get a word of advice or actions you can take to start getting out of this marriage. Yeah, you're going to have to defend yourself. It might look like a lawyer. This is someone who has your best emotional interest at heart. This is not representing your husband. This is an external person to your relationship. Or maybe even you just tuning into your own masculine energy and saying, enough is enough. I'm done defending myself to you. I will have to defend myself possibly in court, but I'm out. And Spirit's just now showing me, imagine how much messier and harder this would be if you did have children with him down the road. Maybe you did get your wish fulfillment of having a child, but then you realized, yeah, I can't do this relationship anymore, and how he would fight you for that child or make your life miserable with that child. Yeah. Then if you had children with him, you would be like that bobber underwater, because you would have to then co-parent with him for the next 18 years or however old your child is, right? And That's like, I keep seeing spirit go, whew, like dodge that bullet, like, whoo, missed that one, thank goodness. But let's just get a word of advice for her. That one landed here in my lap. Oh yeah, tune into your spiritual team, your spiritual guidance, your intuition. This is High Priestess energy. This is you being able to know what's right for you by listening to your body. Because the things that aren't right for you, your body will tighten, it'll constrict, it'll feel yucky. So when he's around, when he's yelling, when he's emotionally manipulating you and all that stuff, your body starts to kind of tense in on itself. But when you maybe start dreaming of the future and thinking of, all the possibilities if you did cut loose, and your body starts feeling uplifted. Yeah. But you have more spiritual gifts coming online. And I think that's going to be kind of the tipping point where you're like, yeah, I'm done with this. I gotta go. I can't. It's way too uncomfortable to stay. It's way more uncomfortable than me just leaving. But we have here, confusion, not really sure what exactly you want for the future. But with it, we've got the Page of Pentacles. So once you do make a decision, I don't know if I told you, but I had a stroke oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, a mini stroke. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think they call that like a TIA or something. Both my mom and my dad have actually had a mini stroke. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, your body is screaming out for a change in this, a big change, like a major change. Yeah, but you have the ability to, once you come to a conclusion or a decision, even if you don't know all the steps involved, but just getting out. I don't know if you have family or a friend you can stay with, or options. I don't know if you have options, but like, he's going to make it as miserable for you as he can. That's a Three of Swords. I think your heart's already been broken so long, like a divorce isn't going to break your heart further. It's just his actions are going to escalate, and you don't deserve to have to. I mean, if someone's going to retaliate against you for leaving, imagine what they would do if you stayed, like eventually. Like, yeah. Yeah, you deserve peace. You deserve temperance. You deserve balance. Yeah, and you got the Page of Wands. So there is a new beginning here. And you got the King of Swords coming in between it. So this could look like a masculine family member, or, again, a lawyer. I mean, you had that, but these, to me, kings don't represent him. These represent external masculine forces that can help you out of this situation. But you have two new beginnings here. You're going to be inspired. You'll finally make a decision to leave and find a way to leave. You're going to be inspired. You're going to take action to leave, that new beginning. And then you're going to start down a new path of life that you're creating. Something much more fulfilling and better for you. Like a million times better for you. But it's going to take a little bit of soul searching with that High Priestess that we had. A little bit of soul searching and just, trying to figure out what are my next steps, and not having to have it all figured out, because you don't have to have it all figured out. But just having some of it figured out will get you one step further, one step further, one step further. So I hope that resonates for you. I'm so sorry you're going through this. It cannot be easy. I was in a relationship for 2.5 years with a narcissistic ex-boyfriend, like over 19, almost 19 years, 18.5 years ago. Long time ago. Let's put it that way. A long time ago. But like, I know, like, I feel you. It was so hard to leave because of the emotional gymnastics and manipulation he did to my mind. Was like, it took me a while to really get through that and get it through my own head that this isn't safe. This isn't comfortable. This is not it. But like, they trick you into thinking this is all you deserve, and this is all that, this is the best you're going to get, which definitely not true. Definitely not true. Yeah, and you deserve that freedom to be you, Kirsten Hun. You do. So big hugs to Kirsten. You got this, girl. You're finding your way out. So just start taking action and just putting that signal out to the universe that I need out. Help me get out. Help me get out. And your spirit team will show up in droves to help you get out. Yes. I hope that resonated for you, brought you some guidance. Michelle Lynn says, I did an abundance meditation for me and my family. We all took a drink out of a well that was overflowing with water. My soulmate came in and we embraced. Oh, wait. Did I miss the first part of this? No, maybe. Oh, abundance meditation. Okay, so this is what you're seeing in the meditation. I see what you're saying. Okay. My soulmate came in and we embraced each other. I felt safe and at home. I began to cry. Did this meditation help to activate something? Ooh, I love that question. Let's find out from Michelle Lynn. Did this meditation help to activate something? I would say absolutely. Absolutely. You've got progression here from the High Priestess to the Empress. Empress. Yes. High Priestess to the Empress. So this is very feminine energy. Just you stepping back and kind of, again, dealing with the patience for a while. That's helping you be more into the receptive energy of what's coming in for you and really tuning into your spiritual practice. So that meditation was on point. Yes. So in the meditation, you're getting downloads about the way things can be, or just the energetic feeling of being home with that soulmate. And yeah, this is just motherly, beautiful, divine feminine energy that you're embodying, both of these here. Good night, Kirsten. Have a beautiful evening. But it's like you're trying to balance all the different areas of life. And this cat is ready to just, whoops, catapult some of these just out in the ether. But let's just see, balancing life and just anything else that Spirit has for Michelle about this meditation and just being open to receive. Yeah, speaking your truth. It's interesting because they're like, you're all up in your divine feminine. But then we've got a card saying we need to balance some of that out by taking action. Communication. This is you going online. This is you researching, figuring out next steps for jobs, putting feelers out. Communication. Just putting the word out that, even again, like we were saying with Kirsten, to the universe, like, I'm ready for a change in my job. I'm ready for a change in my love life. Bring it on, Spirit. Come help me. I'm ready for this. Yeah, that feels so good to love again. That's beautiful. Let's just see what else is going on with this energy, this shift that Michelle is taking. Yes. I love, this is interesting as heck, because we've got that kind of confusion of, then we got the confusion of the Two of Swords here. Like, how do I get out of this? It's like, you know what you want, but like, how do I get there? But it's all about the swords here, because you've got the Ace of Swords to the Two of Swords, progression. But getting that clarity, getting that divine inspiration, and then speaking your truth to the universe, to people, to yourself. Speaking all of this stuff out into existence will really help bring it to you even quicker. Let's see what else is going on with this. Yeah, you're so close to this finish line. Just don't give up. This is that Olympic athlete card I'm always talking about. It's like she's practiced all these times and it didn't quite work out. But like, this is going to be the time it works. And I'm actually seeing this as like a 6 of Wands energy, even though it's like 9. Like, you're so close. Instead of going from the 9 to the 10, which 10 is being very overburdened, I'm actually seeing you skipping from the 10 and going to the 6. It's like you're teleporting to the 6 of Wands, which is your victory, your recognition, getting your name out there, being hired somewhere new, just feeling all up on yourself, like feeling it. Because that is like bringing that more masculine energy to the forefront, and actually then being able to balance the masculine and feminine even better. But yeah, being clear on what your needs are to the universe. Yeah, and I think that Ace of Swords really does speak to that, because a lot of times the universe gets confused when we say, I want this. No, wait, maybe I want this instead. No, wait, maybe, but we're confused. Like, we're confused. So like, a lot of times what I do is, in any manifestation, even if it's like my heart is set on it, my ego is set on it, I always say, or for my highest good, because maybe my ego has it all wrong. I usually try to tune more into my heart with anything I'm trying to manifest. And a lot of times I just kind of let things happen rather than me try to do anything manifestation wise. Like, you guys would actually be surprised how little I try to manifest in my life. It's really weird. It's a weird thing for someone who's all up on the spirituality to not try to manifest more. And I think, at times it has scared me because the times that I have kind of had this detached sense of, yeah, I kind of want that, but like if it doesn't happen, oh well, it always happens. But when I really want something, I just sit and ruminate on it. And it's like I'm holding on to it so tightly, I can't release it to spirit. So maybe there's something like that going on. It's just having a more detached way of approaching your future. Not saying you don't care, because absolutely you do, but like just leaving it up to spirit to just bring on what they're going to bring on. Someone who talks about this kind of detached manifestation is Aaron Dowdy here on YouTube. I'll type his name out if you don't know who he is. Aaron Dowdy. That's how you spell it. Yeah, look into his, oh man, I forgot what it's called. It's not like Law of Attraction. It's called something else. Oh my gosh, why can't I think about it? But it's basically detaching from a specific outcome and how you can do that. But spirit definitely wants to have clarity on just exactly what you want. But then instead of you still holding on to your secret or your wish, it's almost like having a puffy dandelion that you're going to make your wish, but you never blow the dandelion to create the wish, right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so there's maybe a mix up or a broken circuit or a wire going haywire with your manifestations, because maybe two of the things you want to manifest kind of go against each other in some way, or energetically they're in opposition, if that makes sense. I don't know, it's so weird. Oh, you saw dandelions everywhere today. Oh, cool. I try to connect with my soulmate, but how do we know if it's real or not? It felt real. That's how you know. If it felt real, it was real. If you're kind of like, I don't know, it might have been real, might not have been real, you kind of leave that open for interpretation. But when it feels real, trust it. Yeah, because it's him. That's him. This is soul family. This is celebration, happiness, marriage, future together. He's tuning into you. You're tuning into him. Yeah, and strength. Just having that inner strength to walk away from this stagnancy of your life now and just taking one step at a time. You don't have to force yourself to accomplish 50 things overnight, but just taking, I'm going to apply at this job. And then, if you really want the job, allowing yourself to feel all the things about it, and then lovingly releasing that wish or that desire to the universe. And speaking of dandelions, we got a lion. Just thought of that. Cool. Yeah, Leo energy as well, right? Right. Walking hand in hand with that Leo energy. Cool. Neat. All right, what else? How can Michelle manifest this? How can she connect to him and know it's him? Look, you got two new beginnings here. The Fool and the Ace of Pentacles. But the Ace of Pentacles is a very in your face, like material world, like you're going to see it. You're going to see it right in front of you. It's a seed you're going to be able to plant. So you're getting maybe word, we did have that sword energy here, King of Swords. Maybe you're getting word that there's a specific job, or maybe you're doing some research online and you see a specific job that feels like, oh, that would be such a cool job. And then you apply for it. You take that leap of faith, apply for it. And then what, spirit? And then what? And then what? Okay, it's this one, if I can get it. Yeah, you're balancing that masculine and feminine. You're going to get what you want. Justice. Yeah, and Libra. There's Libra energy. Mic drop. You can't make that up. But yeah, new beginnings coming in to bring you that justice that you've been seeking for all this stagnancy. You're going to balance that stagnancy out with some action. Balance all that divine feminine with some divine masculine. It's all evening out in the wash. It's working out. So just continue to, put your feelers out there for jobs, for opportunities, really enhance or lean into your spiritual practice, justice with your health, work, and love. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, you're putting your vibe out there and leaning on your inner strength when things aren't quite happening yet, but like you can feel them on the horizon. I think you can already feel this energy starting to trickle in, but you're like, I feel it, but I want it now. Like, come on, let's do this thing. But it's like a slow drip rather than a fire hose right now. But the more you focus on your spiritual path and taking action in the direction that you want to go, It's going to start not just trickling, but kind of streaming in. And then before you know it, it's going to be a fire hose. Just things are happening quick. Things are really shifting. Yeah. All right. So I hope that resonated for you, Michelle. Yeah, you've been feeling it. We've been tuning into that pretty much all year. Pretty much since like, I don't know, March, if I remember correctly. We've been tuning into it, but like it's taken its time. That is for sure it is. And it's nothing you're doing wrong, really. I mean, maybe just that weird kind of, like I was saying, like a broken circuit or a crossed wire with the manifestation. But I think you're going to be able to shift your perspective and, you know, be able to manifest exactly what you want. But it's all happening in divine timing as well because, other people's energy are in the mix. Maybe that dream job hasn't had that position open yet. So that's why you haven't found it. But then when they, push send on their post that, hey, job available, it's like I got chills now. Ooh, maybe that's happening soon. Then maybe you're getting the signal, I think I'm going to go research online for jobs. And you see new job posted 2 minutes ago and you're like, I'm applying. Yeah, this is what I want. But then not feeling so caught up and hanging all your hopes and dreams that if you don't get that job, then, it's there. And you can look at Aaron Dowdy's stuff. He shows you how to detach from your hopes, wishes, and desires, which, can be difficult when we especially really want to make changes in our lives and they're just not happening. We don't want to bring that desperation to the table. We want to bring confidence, that lion energy, right? Yeah, you got this. I know you do. I hope that resonated for you, Michelle. Thanks again for your donation. All right, so we're going to go over now to somebody. I think it's Julianne's turn. And then we have Steffers and then Ethan. And I've been live 3 hours and 20 minutes, so I'm feeling it. I am a tired person. My energy levels are still pretty up as far as like the vibe, but like I can even see my eyes seem droopier. Do they? I think they do. Yeah, I don't know. You'll look into it. You had a Reiki session and she told me to detach too. Okay, there's your sign. That's 2 times you've heard that. So that might just be it. Maybe you are so attached to it that you haven't let it go, right? Because it's like, what if I let it go? What if it doesn't go the way I want? And detaching from it does not mean you don't care. It means you do care, but you gotta, it's almost like being at a restaurant and the waiter asking what you want and you write it on a piece of paper and then you just hold it and you never show the waiter or you never hand it to the waiter and then let them take it and do what they need to do, take it to the kitchen. Then the kitchen staff acquires all the stuff to make the meal that you want. But if you just sit there and hold your order, it's like, I'm so excited about that. Like you never hand it over. You can even do a meditation where you can picture yourself writing your manifestations down and then handing it over to your higher self or your spirit guide or the universe or whoever, and then just let it go. Let it go. She told me to let it flow. Let it go. Let it flow. There we go. That's awesome. All right. Yeah, we're up late. Welcome, Barbara. Yeah, I had to close donations. I've been live 3 hours, 22 minutes, and 14 seconds now, and I'm starting to feel the energy crash a little bit. The headache starting to come in. That's when I know I've been channeling just a little too long. But we don't have too many left, so I can hang with it for a few more. But up next, I think did I already say? I thought I said, but again, I've been live so long, maybe certain people had to go. Julianne, that's right. Julianne, are you still here, my dear? Otherwise, if Steffers has her question, we can jump right into that and wait for Julianne to come back. Either one, Julianne or Steffers. Whoever posts first, we will honor your question, and then we will do the next one after that. And then I think the only other one we have is Ethan. So we're doing it. Yeah, let's put her on hold. I mean, her question is here, so technically I could answer it and timestamp. I think I'll do that. Maybe I'll just do that. Julianne. I'm going to write that down, though. And hopefully I won't forget to post the comment right when I'm done, because I've done that, and then the next day oh man, who was it? Someone recently, they watched like 2 hours and some, or scrubbed through and found their question like 2 hours and something into the live stream because I forgot to put the timestamp for her. I felt bad. Oh, she's here. Cool. Awesome. We'll roll with it then. Just wanting to know if the connection is real with the person with the initials NT. If so, what do I do? Okay, let's feel into this. Please, Spirit, help us connect to NT's energy. Is this connection that Julianne is feeling real? Ooh, you're feeling something. He's awoken some emotions within you that maybe you didn't realize were there, or maybe you had long buried or thought that they could never be reawakened again. So there's definitely an emotional connection here. Let's see if this is also on NT's side, if NT can feel this emotional connection as well. Yeah, and I think it's happening much faster than NT anticipated. Yeah, this is a soulmate connection. Yeah, I was feeling it. Didn't say it. Probably should have said it. But yeah, you are the Queen of Cups to him. Absolutely. And it's like he's a King of Cups to you. But like, I kind of am, looking at the concerned face here. So this might have taken your person off guard. This might have taken them off guard. And they're just kind of like, well, I didn't expect this. And that's great because, soulmate vibes, but like, there needs to be like, I guess a coming to Jesus moment of, okay, I think this is how I feel. Okay. I'm cool with that. So maybe you're getting kind of hot and cold vibes right now from your person, but the connection is definitely real and NT is feeling it. So yeah. And this to me is his energy from the 7 to the 8 of Wands. It's almost like he has to defend himself. Like, oh, I'm not looking for anything too serious or, but he's found something that feels a little serious to him, like, or her. I mean, I can't assume that it's him. The person, NF. Yeah. Or NT. Why does it keep saying NF? NT. So we got the 9 of Pentacles. So this person is maybe finally getting some just desserts or some rewards from past good karma, good behavior. Could have been a promotion at work or, just hanging and feeling the vibe with you, having some fun, allowing themselves to just relish in all of the hard work paying off. There's some sort of completion or thing that NF was. Why do I keep saying NF? NT. Spirit knows I mean NT. There's a band called NF. That's why I keep saying that. I think that's why I keep saying that. But let's just feel into, how he can, or she, NT, how NT can come Julianne's way and let her know that this connection is real. We've established that it is, but yeah, it is soul family. It is coming together. It's celebrating, hanging out together, going on dates, just communication, being in each other's aura, being in each other's vibe, being on each other's mind. That's how you connect. And that's how you know the connection is strong and real. Well, let's get some Lover's Oracle. Anything, or Romance Angels, I should say. But yeah, we've got here the Deception card. So it says someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. And I'm not actually picking up a notorious or like, ooh, spooky vibe from this. To me, this is just maybe not admitting that the feelings are as deep as they are. Because like I said, caught off guard. Didn't expect this deep of a connection. Maybe wasn't even looking for a connection, but there you are. So maybe this person's saying, oh yeah, let's just whatever. And it's like they're lying to themselves more than they're lying to you, though. That's the funny thing. But we've got here, give your relationship a chance. So work on your partnership, work on this connection, because I do see it as a, that soulmate connection. I see this as, your love life taking a turn for the better, because there is chemistry here. There's a magnetic attraction here, strong magnetic attraction. Let's give some advice about this relationship or what Julianne can do to feel this connection. All right. So we have teamwork. So yeah, that is giving the relationship a chance. That is coming together, being together, hanging out together, doing things together. The teamwork makes the dream work. Isn't that how it goes? The teamwork makes the dream work. If I could talk. See, when I get tired, my words start slurring and it all goes off the rails. But the messages are still coming through. I'm just not delivering them very well. But with the wants and needs, they're telling me to actually read this one out. So I'm going to listen if I can read. I'm going to try to read. If I mess up, you know why. So I take stock of my relationships and I'm honest about what I want and need from the people in my life. And I think that's exactly where this deception is. They're not being honest about what they want and need. They're maybe playing it a little too coy, a little too cool. Okay, where I left off. I note the difference between the two. Wants are negotiable, needs are not. Both may be desired and either may be acquired, but that's getting into Venn diagram territory and no one wants to draw one of those, though some of us might need to. So it's almost like what parts of this relationship are wants, what parts are needs for you and for NT, and seeing where the things overlap. That's that Venn diagram they're talking about, when the, like, almost like a Vesica Pisces, I think is also what it's called, like Venn diagram, where, where the two, this is you, this is him or her, where those energies overlap, that's where you focus that attention, because that'll really strengthen that connection and two will become one kind of vibe. Let's get a channeled message from NT's higher self about this connection for Julianne, please. Well, these two both want to come out, so that's what we're going to do. Look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. Because I don't think that NT is going to come right out and say, I love you. I care deeply for you. Even though it's true. Like, I don't think that they are ready to admit that to themselves, let alone to you, if that's the case. But then we have this card. You may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there is always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. So maybe you're going through something difficult, or NT is going through something difficult, and it brings you together. Or maybe there's a difficulty in being able to communicate truthfully, because I think you're coming truthfully, but playing their emotions so close to the chest that they're not as forthcoming with how they feel and wanting to share those emotions as you are, because you came out front and center of this reading, the Queen of Cups. You're feeling all those feels and it feels good, but you kind of want to know how it feels for them and if this connection's even real, or am I making this up? You're not making it up. You're not making it up, because water, deep as the ocean, feelings as deep as the ocean. Yes. And soulmate connection as well. So that is your answer. It's just a matter of getting this person to open up a little bit. Not being so serious with their thoughts and feelings, and sharing a little more of that with you. I think this person's just scared because they may have been burned in the past, and especially if it was this is a quick moving connection between the two of you, that might really scare this person. Which is funny now because Spirit's showing me The Office, Michael Scott, when he was playing Prison Mike. I think it was in the 3rd season. He's like, I'm here to scare you straight. It's like trying to scare you into doing the right thing. That's what the energy is. It's like he needs to do the right thing and admit those deeper feelings. Yeah. But yes, you got it. Prison Mike. Prison Mike. Oh, so funny. What did you eat in prison? Gruel. Nothing but gruel. I love The Office. My husband doesn't like watching The Office with me anymore so much because I just sit there and quote the whole thing the whole time. But fun fact, we got married in May of 2009. It's been that long. We've been together since 2004, but we got married in 2009. And to our reception at our wedding, we walked into the Office theme song. Like, that's how obsessed we are with that show. It's a long fandom, long running fandom. So much so I got Jim Halpert over here. Anyone wants to see? I want Dwight, but I don't have any Dwight. But like, there's Jim. Little cutie. I like The Office. All right. So what do we have next? I think we have Steffers and then Ethan. I think that's what we got going on over here. So Steffers, go ahead and post your question, and then Ethan. It's 3:33 on my clock and 42, 43, 44. Time just ticking away. Is it me? Is it just me? I know we talked about in the collective reading at the beginning, time just going by so quickly, but like when you watch the seconds on the clock, they just seem to go by so fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now they're seeming to slow down. That's so crazy. You are amazing. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad that I'm taking it that you enjoyed that. Yay. Yeah, I do feel that NT is gonna start, maybe with a little of your prodding, admitting more of those feelings to you. But just take it slow with him or her. As to not poke so much that you push away, because someone that's kind of denying their feelings to themselves, it's an easy next step to just push it all away and then deny it all. Because really though, they're lying to themselves. I think very soon you're going to be able to know and tell that this person does return those feelings, that connection is real. It's just they don't realize it so much yet. Yeah, him. Yeah, that's cool. I was really picking up a masculine energy, but I never want to assume, because that's not the only kind of relationship out there. All right. Good night, Jamie. Yes, The Office is everything. I love it. Time flies when we're having fun, but it goes so slow when we're bored. Oh, can I get an amen on that? Yes. I always wonder, like, what I did back before I had a cell phone, like those times, like waiting in line at the grocery store, or like, I don't really go to the grocery store, but like back in the day when, like, prime example, you're at the DMV with no cell phone, back in the 90s, just waiting and thinking and tapping your foot and waiting, and the time just goes by so slow. We are really spoiled these days. Distractions for days. Just a cell phone in and of itself. Distraction. Yeah. That was me back in the day for the most part. Books, even now. Books. Like, I'll choose if I'm out, in the school pickup line waiting for the kids to get out. I'll bring a book. Of course, I have my phone with me because, like, that's just what we do, is we bring our phones everywhere. But, at least more than half the time I'll pick up my book over my phone. But if I had a really busy day at work and my mind is just kind of, I will maybe sometimes catch up on, other people's YouTube videos that I missed all day, or, just kind of space out and sometimes take a nap. Like, it's a thing. All right, Steffers, are you here? Steffers. I haven't seen Steffers say anything in a while, but yeah, Steffers might have been like, yeah, I'm out. I'm tired. It's been so long. Such a long live stream. You just stare off into space and look at the sky if I'm not on my phone. Yeah, as a kid, there were so many bored moments that I came up with some amazing scenarios in my head. Stories and all sorts of stuff. I'm getting a text. My phone doesn't display it because after 9:30, that says bedtime, and then it closes off all notifications until the next morning when my alarm goes off. So I don't know what is going on over here. Oh, it's Jessie, I think. Yeah, Jessie. She posted some cards over here. Oh, she has Cheryl Lee Harnish cards. I don't think I've seen anyone else besides Cheryl Lee Harnish have Cheryl Lee Harnish cards on YouTube, or just anyone I know. Interesting. I wonder what happened to Cheryl Lee Harnish. I have not seen her on her channel in a long time. Sorry, I'm just talking to myself over here. Good night, Julianne. Have a wonderful evening. I don't know that Steffers is here, so Ethan, I think we'll go into your question. Last call for Steffers. Otherwise, we're going to hold her over for tomorrow. Yeah, we'll put her on hold. If she comes in, we'll definitely do that one tonight. Otherwise, we'll just jump into Ethan's question. I think Steffers comes around often enough. She kind of knows how the holdover thing works that she can just pick it up at the next live stream. We're still waiting for Luna Divine. I haven't seen her since she made that donation at least 3 weeks ago at this point. Well, it'll be 3 weeks on Saturday. Yeah, so Ethan can go ahead and post, and then Steffers, if Steffers returns, great. If not, we will hold her over and honor that at a later date. Take a drink of mouth honor while I wait. That rhymed. Yeah, why is she awake? It's like 12:30 her time. And she probably has to work tomorrow. And tomorrow night is going to be a late night because that's when I have my mentor session with her. So it's going to be a late one for her tomorrow and tonight. Or I should say tonight and tomorrow. Yeah, unless she calls in. There you go. All right. Whoa. Got something coming in. Ooh, 10 of Pentacles. That's a good card. I could use a 10 of Pentacles in my life. Couldn't we all, right? Whoops. And the King of Wands. King of Wands hasn't come out yet tonight. Nellie's like, for real. Ooh, and Temperance, Balance. Ooh, and then I flipped all these up, and this one was up. Sense of humor. Yeah, Spirit is having a sense of humor. It was almost like a weird little thing, and then I flipped. Yeah, interesting. All right. I was just pulling cards for me and my person and just pulled the King of Wands. Well, there's your confirmation that your reading's on point. I joined a voice call on Discord yesterday with 3 to 4 people, and one of them was Christian. He and I talk normally, and it's like nothing bad is going on between us. Does it mean he still cares? Okay. Let's feel into this Discord call, the energy that Christian is currently bringing. Yeah, he's nostalgic for the past of your relationship. He wants that back. Although, you know, his more recent actions kind of are like, what are you doing? What are you doing? But let's just see if his intentions are pure or if they're more selfish, because this could go either way. This is just wanting the past or being nostalgic for the past. So are Christian's intentions pure with Ethan, please, Spirit, or does he have some selfish motives? Yeah, I think his intentions are pure because with this 4 of Swords, this is him, you know, maybe taking a break emotionally a little bit from the relationship just because he is very overwhelmed. I mean, he's got a lot going on, but yet at the same time, it really is no excuse for the way he's treated you or ghosted you or been cold with you or dry with you. It's not fair to you. It's not fair to you to have to wait around and be on beck and call and only get communication when he feels like it. Yeah, he's trying to walk away from his past transgressions or ways he's operated in the past, things that are no longer emotionally fulfilling. He's trying to leave them behind. Could have even had a falling out with a friend or just deciding to maybe just not hang out with a certain friend. There may have been a friend that you know, was kind of harsh in the mellow with his vibe a little bit, and he's just kind of like, I don't want to hang out with that person anymore. Feels like a boy, a masculine energy, just someone who's maybe like they're joking around, but like in a really mean kind of way, like making fun of someone like over the top. And Christian's just like, I don't like that. Like that's like, are you joking around? Because it really sounds like you're just trying to be mean to me, kind of thing. Yeah, because Christian is kind of emotional. So he's getting back into his feels. I got like full body chills now. So it's like he's literally like back in the body. And this is a need for rest, a need for some healing. Yeah, we were reading. Well, I wasn't reading your text, but I saw you had the Cheryl Lee Harnish cards. I don't think I've ever seen anyone with her cards except her on her channel. That's so cool. I like her cards. They're very cool. And she hasn't even been around lately. It's interesting. I think those are her cards. They looked a lot like hers if they're not. I just kind of opened the text and was like, oh, okay, it's Jesse. Yeah, he just doesn't show it. Yeah. But I think he's trying to balance this out because the King of Cups will show emotion, but they're not going to use their emotions to manipulate, or they're not going to be over the top with their emotions because they feel bad. Like, this is like balanced emotional state. So this is what he's trying to rest and move on from his past dry emotional state to not come over the top and just be overflowing with tears kind of vibe, but like trying to balance that out. Um, even told to man, yeah, yeah, I can feel that. Yeah, and it's hard to feel through that, especially as a teenager. Like, things are changing. You're becoming an adult very soon, and like, there's just so many possibilities in life. And he wants a new beginning. That's the Ace of Pentacles, a new way, a new foundation in your relationship. But I don't know. I don't know that he's actually going to come right out and say, "Hey, I want a new foundation in our relationship." Hello, Steph Freeman. Welcome. Hope you're having a wonderful evening, or well, I think for you it might be morning, huh? Yeah, he's grieving what he thinks he may have messed up or lost. But the Two of Cups, the soulmate connection, is still on the table, literally. This relationship is still on the table if he should choose to take it and probably, hopefully, show up in a better way. But again, if he's going to be kind of jerking you around and not showing up the way you deserve, I think it'll be up to you, Ethan, to say, hey, I deserve better, and speak your truth. But saying it in a way that's firm but loving literally breaks my heart, since that's what I tried doing, and as well, since my dad was homophobic and tried being very masculine when I'm feminine. Yeah. But look, we've got here the Nine of Cups. This is wish fulfillment. And again, with the emotion, bringing more emotion on. We've got the Crab here, Cancer, water vibes. I don't know if he has Cancer in his chart. I don't know if you even know if he has Cancer in his chart, because I know you're not so much into astrology. But yeah, it's 11:11 portal for Jesse. Yeah, I mean, I'm only an hour and 15 minutes away. Not much longer. But yeah, like, good things are coming in the emotional sense. Like, you're going to feel much more emotionally connected to him. At least this current timeline that Spirit's showing us. What else is going on with this current timeline you're projecting for us with Christian and Ethan, please, Spirit? Yeah, he's bringing this more emotional connectedness to you, Ethan, but at the same time, he's so confused because he's judging himself for things you would never judge him for, and wondering, and maybe kind of cherry picking what he communicates to you about, instead of, because they're showing me in the past where maybe you guys had, like all day you're messaging back and forth, like sharing your whole day, sharing all your thoughts, sharing feelings with each other, and really getting deep with the connections. And that hasn't happened for a long time. But I think that's starting to come back. But if it does, just make sure that you're not just listening to his wounds and burdens and taking them on as your own, but that he's actually then listening to what you have to say and like engaging in what you bring to the table. What you bring to the table. Where is that card? Because it should be equal. You both bring beautiful energy and maybe toxic energy, because we all have that toxicity within us. But when we bring that negative energy together, it could become codependency. So there is a need to continue to balance things, or from here forward, balance things out so they don't become codependent, where one party is doing everything emotionally, mentally, physically, all the things, and the other one's just sitting there receiving or playing games or whatever it is they do. Let's get one more just to wrap up what's going on in this connection, please, Spirit. Moving forward. Yeah, new stable foundation. And we had that other king of, bringing not only the emotions into balance, but also the communication and the amount of communication. Because that is the physical part of your relationship at this point. The most physical part of it is the communication, even though it's not very tangible, if that makes sense. Because you haven't met in person. The most personable thing you have is your voice or your text, right? So you're stabilizing that, or that's being balanced and stabilized here. Let's just see, though, if Christian can bring a more balanced version of himself to this, or if Ethan's going to have to work to try to get him to do it. No, he wants to balance it. Look. Two of Cups, soulmate vibes. It's still on the table, and I think he wants to show up better. But it might come with some territory of you just letting him know what you expect in the relationship. Because maybe he's confused and thinks, well, things were this way, and then they were this way, And now I don't know, and I don't know how to ask Ethan. So maybe you just being forthcoming and just saying, I miss us. I miss the way we used to talk all day, or I miss the way you used to share things with me, and, whatever it is. Insert whatever Ethan wants to say here. And I think that'll help bring him back up and realize, okay, I think we're good. Like, I messed up a lot. And you may not even get an apology, because I think he does feel some guilt or shame surrounding him kind of just checking on out. Yeah, he still hasn't responded in my DMs with the question I asked. Interesting. Let's just see why. Why hasn't he responded? It might be that guilt and shame I was picking up on. Why? Why? Yeah, he wants to take a break from the fighting. Not that you've been fighting, but like he just wants to leave it in the past. But again, the past is there, dust, getting cobwebs on it. Like those need to be dusted and dealt with before you can move forward. So like there might have to be a conversation. And this is kind of a back and forth. Like, well, you did this. Well, no, but you did this. Well, but let's clarify that. If you do have a conversation, because I think you deserve to have your question answered. He should not be able to sweep this under the rug. Not that there looks like there's much sweeping going on with all that dust and cobwebs that needs to be cleaned, but you know what I mean? It's like he doesn't get to just sweep that under the rug and pretend it doesn't exist. So let's just see how they will resolve this elephant in the room of communication. Bringing that feminine energy to it. Not attacking him and saying, well, you didn't do this. And I'm not saying you would do that anyway, but just being yourself. Because in this soulmate connection, you do represent more the divine feminine, which I think you're very proud to wear that divine feminine and bring that to the table. And I think he really does appreciate that because he loves that about you. But just being in your more loving way with him and making a plan for the future that you both can stick to. Like just saying, if I don't expect you to answer me right away, but like if I've seen that you've seen my message, it would be nice if you'd respond. Like that sends a message in and of itself. If you see on the bottom someone read your message and then it says seen, but they don't say anything for days or weeks. Like that sends its own message, really. But let's just see what his intention is, in the grand scheme. Yeah, he's still just he got the Two of Swords and the Seven of Cups, which are both confusion cards. I don't think he's confused about you in the connection. I think he's just confused about all the different other things going on in his life and how your connection with him fits in. Because I think what I really see with this is, again, because you haven't met in person, it's almost like he believes you're too good to be true, or like, there's just this unbelievability to it that I think once you do meet in person, you'll be able to ground all of this up in the air, flighty, floaty energy that's been between you guys for a while. Yeah, he is overwhelmed by everything else. But let's just get one more concerning Ethan and Christian. Yeah, you do need to have that conversation. Just, get all the skeletons out of the closet and face them, in a loving and productive way. You don't have to point fingers and just come from your heart. Come from that beautiful feminine energy and aspect of yourself, and that'll really help. Yeah, he does, though. He really does see you as too good to be true. And I think he probably does have self-sabotage tendencies, and that's why this is going on. Oh, we don't have any more free readings today, but we do have a collective reading that I did at the very beginning that is free and available, and also over on my main channel, first thing linked in the description below. I have hundreds of pick a card readings that are all free if you want to go check that out. Yeah, very, very afraid to trust his connections, especially, with his volatile family situation and the self-sabotage. And yeah, just, he's got a lot. And that's no excuse. That really isn't. But like, as the empath, you can see and give him that grace that maybe others wouldn't. It doesn't mean you need to settle for less or, get all walked all over. There's that line of codependency that you're kind of swimming. But, it happens. Like, it's codependence situations and relationships are usually the norm rather than like the exception to the rule. In this world, codependency rules the day. So just getting out of codependency is huge. It's very huge. And taking your power back. Being able to speak your truth and not being walked over is like key for you. Okay, so I think that's going to be it. Steffers, I will write as my holdover for Saturday. I will be back Saturday, by the way. What do I have coming in? Well, Friday, I do have next Monday's Pick a Card going live for early access over on Patreon. And then it will be live over on my main channel for saying linked in the description below on Monday. And it is actually my first collab video. I'm collaborating with The Cosmic Awakening, who is a channel here on YouTube. She's an amazing reader and a beautiful soul sister and friend to me. And I'm so excited to bring this. It's going to be a message from Spirit. And her portion of the pick card is who are your guides and, what signs do they send you? And then mine is the message they're trying to convey to you. I'm excited. Okay, so Steffers 1111 holdover. There we go. And that'll do us tonight. That will do. I'm going to go to bed. I've been here almost 4 hours at this point, and I'm feeling it. I'm still high vibe, but I'm starting to get low energy. But I love you guys. Yeah, how would I approach Christian regarding this? I know I should be loving, but I've never confronted someone like this. Let's just get one card. See what advice is coming in. Yeah, just telling him how he hurt you, but like not accusing him, but just sharing your feelings. I think that will really help him. That'll open the wound to get things moving. But yeah, there might just be, this is already where you've been. Very hermit energy with both of these. Just need to kind of take a chill pill on the relationship because no one's really getting what they're wanting right now. Christian can't show up for you the way he needs to, and you're kind of just sick of him being so dry all the time. Yeah, there needs to be like a cord cutting to establish a new and better connection and mode of communication. So cutting the past energy between you, keeping the good stuff, but like offloading the bad stuff or the codependent stuff would be key number one. And then I think doing a meditation and tuning in and asking your higher self, how do I bring this up and what do I say to Christian? And letting your higher self take the lead on this because your higher self knows exactly, wouldn't say hurt, but rather how it's actually maybe, But it can be a little hurtful, just feeling maybe taken advantage of a little bit. And that's not fair to you because you're so giving, so loving, so forthcoming. I'm sure if he had any kind of problem or excitement, good news to share, anything, he'd message it and you would respond right away. And you just don't get that same vibe with him. And that's not fair. That's not fair. That's him taking advantage of you, whether he realizes it or not. I realize it. You realize it now, I think. But you don't deserve that. You deserve to be able to speak your mind and have that beautiful connection that you had and that, things got crazy, things got busy, but it's no excuse because he can bring it back. He can bring it back online. The love is still on the table, remember. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. I got to go to bed. My headache is starting to increase. I got to get some sleep. I have an early day tomorrow, so I'm going to get, at this point, probably 6 hours if I'm lucky because it's going to take me a hot minute to bring it on down. But I'm ready for it. I'm ready for some sleep. You guys have a wonderful rest of your evening. Thanks again for hanging out with me. And thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. I really, truly do hope to see you right here back at the Done Creative Live. Also over on my main channel for saying linked in the description and my Patreon. Also linked somewhere down in there in the description. We have a lot of fun over there. If you're missing it, I don't know what to tell you. We're having fun. And I love you guys. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening, day, and all of that. So check you later. And I'll be back here Saturday live. I might be going a little earlier than 2 p.m. Mountain Time like I normally do, just so that I do have some part of the afternoon to have some self-care before the family gets home. So yes, I will be here Saturday. See you Saturday, Ethan. See you, everybody. Have a wonderful rest of your whatever, and I'll see you then. Bye.